Okay. All right. I refuse. I refuse to believe. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I refuse to believe. No, 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 no. I refuse to believe. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Happy weekend. Where is Odubia? Odubia, I saw you in the other one. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Larry Dipo, good morning. Ajibola, good morning. Happy Grace. Olubusola, Shankweno. Anthony Mota, Yemi Odu, JJ1, good morning, everyone. Mugoki, thank you for joining me. EJZ Finance, good morning. Touch Wells, good morning. Accurate, Chief Fine Babe, I see you. It's Lover Bounce, thank you very much for joining me. Thank you so much, guys. Organic Treat, good morning. How are you? All right, guys. She will share on YouTube. She will join us soon. She will join us. She's ready to. I said I will never be late this morning. No, no, no. It remains so. I said, no. I wanted to come on that one. That one was misbehaving. I said, let me start another one. Samuel Odeo, good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning and welcome. Good morning. Good morning. Queen Esther Karoma. Akin Ajiye, good morning. My day is just starting. It's just 10:30 a.m. here. So it's not like I woke up like an hour ago. Quickly got ready. So here we are. Blossom, good morning. Dorovi, Doriva, good morning. I wanted to sing for you now. Doro Buchi, Doro Dede, Doro Dede. Oh yeah, sister, oh yeah, it's ready. So good morning, guys. Kindly help me to double tap on your screen. Let's have them like on the video, please. Just double tap, bam, bam. If you are watching or excuse me, let me clear my throat very well. Chief Fine Aquano. That yesterday, I love that yesterday's shoot. Chief Fine Babe said anything to expose those people, count me in. I didn't want to worry you much. Okay, no wonder. Religion delusion took your older sister to 6 feet. Hey, I say now the person wake up this thing go understand what we dey do. If you have not really experienced it, you won't understand. And I'm just hoping we'll keep helping people. We'll talk our own. We'll talk our own. Akin Ajiye. I know they mentioned your name before. Maybe I don't get to see your name on time. Should we share on Facebook or we tell them to, should I do it on Facebook too or tell them to join us? Let me ask what's going on. Maybe she doesn't. Àti Bọ́lá Karoma. One thing wọlé they don't they enter. But I'm going to ignore every one of you this morning. They don't they enter. They don't they enter. Please don't let them distract us. Ezekiel, you missed yesterday's show. Go and watch it and enjoy it, especially towards the end. We had a party on the page yesterday. She's going to join us on YouTube, not Facebook. She's joining us on YouTube. I'm just thinking, should I stream on YouTube or just share the link? Let me just share the link on YouTube. Oh, me, if I can't stress me, so let me just share on the YouTube. Because most people will get religious kulu, nah, that place then plenty pass. Ever me ignore one. One thing wale, they don't they enter. I know them go come. They no go come sha. And I don't know what they're afraid of. I don't know what they're afraid of. You don't want people questioning what you tell people to do. People will question, please. All right. Okay, let me call her. Maybe she. Let me let me call her. No, we are doing on YouTube. I've shared to Facebook. I'm not streaming on Facebook. Oh, ní jẹ́ ká ṣe lórí Facebook. Ibẹ̀ làwọn religious polo people plenty pass. Let me call her. Elétí kunkun àbí elétí kunkun. But I won't really say elétí kunkun. If you are still deep. Hello, sis. Yeah, I've sent you the link. Yes. So you can join us. All right. She will join us now. Sorry, my darling sister, Chief Fine Baby. Oh. So sorry, your sister, you something like that happened to you people too. So sorry. You know, it's only people that have experienced it. There is somebody among us too that a person wey something thing he touch, na him go know say something touch am. But many it touch them. But because they are still inside it, they don't know what's going on with them. They still feel everything is okay. Eniola, good morning. Welcome. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Simply like Liz, how are you? Good morning. So we are waiting for our darling sister. Now, this morning, before she comes, let me quickly do introduction. So we don't waste time talking about that when she comes. Auntie Joy Ngene, Sister Joy Ngene is one of us on this channel. Joy Ngene happens to be a former member of Deeper Life member. Um, and she had some experience. And like I always say, I love people telling their stories by themselves. This particular episode will help a lot of women if they are not deep into it yet. So that's why I want to host her on this channel to come and tell us a story. And I'm still going to ask her some more deeper questions. I've told her I should just be ready because I'm going to ask her a question, and she said she's ready. Remember, I came from Redeemed Christian Church of God. She is from Deeper Life. So we are not that similar, but so many things are happening under religion. A person wey the thing eat fit talk about am. If you have not experienced it, you will not understand. You will see us as bad people. Honestly, your opinion at this point in time of my own particular life does not really count. Because like a song that I was singing yesterday, I shake off religion into the fire. I have known the truth and it has set me free. I have known the truth and it has set me free. Your own truth is your truth. Go on with it. But what I experience in that truth, I will talk about it. If people want to use my platform to talk, I will let them. Okay? So let me call her and ask if she's encountering any problem. Let me ask if she's having any problem with it. Yes, so experience is the best teacher. Let me call if she is having problem connecting. I've set it already, so all she needs to do. I'm not sure she uses YouTube for streaming, so oh, okay, here she is. All right, here she is. Good morning, Auntie Joy. Good
Good
morning.
morning, ma'am. Good
How
morning. Good
lovely
morning.
to have you.
I'm
Good
doing well.
morning.
How are you doing too? Good morning. Happy weekend.
Very fine. I'm very fine.
Yeah.
Very, very fine. I'm so glad to see you here this
I'm
morning
glad to see
live with
you too
us.
live.
I'm
Yes,
glad.
I'm glad
Thank
to
you
see
so
you
much
too.
for honoring my request, my
Thank
invite
you so
to
much,
join us
ma.
here.
Thank you. Thank
I
you.
know
Thank you, ma.
it's a tough job I'm giving you to
I
do.
know.
And like I've given you heads up, I say they will come after you. They will not let you
I
rest.
know.
But
I
all
know.
you need is that boldness and your
Yes.
conscience that you
Yes.
are doing the right thing. If your conscience has not crucified you, who are they to
Yes.
crucify you? That is just it.
Exactly.
You
Yes.
are helping people, you are trying to talk to people, from your
Yes.
experience. So I want to leave the floor for you to introduce yourself first to us and tell us where it all started from.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. My name is Joy Okuchemiya. Formerly, I was known as Joy Ngene. I still bear my husband's name because when I got married, I changed from being Ngene to Okuchemiya. I still bear his
His
name.
name.
So when I was still in church, they know me as Sister Joy, Sister Joy, Sister Joy, and that is what many people still know me today. Those of them that we were in deeper life together. So let me still say Sister Joy.
Ngene. Welcome, ma.
Yes, Sister Joy Ngene. I'm well known by Sister Joy Ngene.
Okay.
Yes, that is me. And I'm here live to tell you about my marital experience with the Deeper Life Bible Church. Even though I'm no longer there, but I know that people are still there that are stuck there that needs to hear my story. Maybe it will also help them to know what to do in terms of getting married. That
Thank
is
you
why
so
I'm here
much.
on this program. And I've been sharing my experience, telling people too about my experience. It wasn't easy, but I'm getting there.
Hmm. So
Yes.
when did you join the Bible Life and Deeper Life Bible Church?
I started the
At
church
what
when I was
age?
little, like 5 years old.
Oh.
Yes, when I was still a kid, like 5 years, 6 years. I was then then my mom wasn't really with us. She was always going back and forth, traveling to the village to go see my grandmother then, my
Hmm.
paternal grandmother, my daddy's mom, because she was really, really sick then.
Hmm.
So she was always going back and forth. And so my mommy's sister, who was based in Lagos, she is late now. May God bless her soul. Mama came, that is how we call her. A very nice and wonderful woman. So she will always come around to take us to the church because she was also a Deeper Life member. She started going to church after her husband passed, and then she was the one who introduced many of us in my family to the Deeper Life Bible Church because my younger brother, whom I had mentioned yesterday, is still going to the church. Even my mom, at some point, she attended the church briefly, but later on she stopped and they started going to Methodist church because that is the church we were born, Methodist church in
Hmm.
Nigeria.
So so since you grew up in the church, that means you know a lot about the doctrines of the church.
A lot, because I
Okay.
grew up to become a worker, like I said before. I started working with the students, then later, I guess maybe due to how I work with the students, they now drafted me to be leading the adult section, the women in the church. That is how
Oh,
it has been until I left.
you were leading the women in the church.
Yes,
Wow, that was a huge role that you were given. You must have been very
it was.
active to be given that role.
I was very, very active leading the women during the Bible, during the house fellowship. I was leading the women.
During this period, was there any time you have access to the general overseer? You call him general overseer or general superintendent?
Yeah, general superintendent.
Okay, was there any time you have access to the general
No, no,
superintendent
I never
despite your
had.
role?
No, I never had any access to him. In fact, when I got married to my husband wanted us to go and see Pastor Kumuyi then because of what they did to us, the setback and all that.
Hmm.
But we couldn't make it. He passed before we even do that because he said he was going to write to the general overseer then and hopefully book an appointment with him to go see him
Hmm.
and talk to him about what happened. But we never got to that until he passed.
Now, talking about your husband, at what point did you meet him? At what point did you marry him?
And we met actually in the year 1994. That was when I gained admission to Lagos State College of Education in Janiki to
So you were in
study.
your
That
early
was
20s
where,
then or in your
in my
teenage?
early 20s then,
Early
early
20s,
20s, I
okay.
think I was
All right.
23 then or there, about
Okay.
23, 24.
All
That
right.
was
Sis.
when we met.
Okay.
Yes.
All
I
right.
had
Go
wanted
ahead.
to go study art. Like I said, I really love, painting, artwork, drawing and all that. So I had
Mm.
written JAM one time. That was I think 1992, but I didn't pass my JAM into OAU. Probably if I had passed my JAM, maybe we wouldn't have even met. But
Mm.
as God will have it, I gained admission to Lagos State College of Education then, and then that was where we met the year 1994.
Okay. So, was he a member of your church then or from another
Not
denomination?
at all, not at all. My husband was a staunch Catholic.
Okay, when you met
Staunch
him,
Catholic.
okay.
Yes,
Now, I'm going to leave the floor for you and I want you to tell us how the journey went. How, because I know deeper life people, as at then, I don't know what they do now. As at
yes,
then, they don't allow people in the church to marry from outside. So, when you
yes.
met him, at what point did he propose? What did the church say? What did your parents say? How was he accepted, knowing he's coming from Catholic?
Now, when we actually met, there was nothing like maybe him wanting to marry me, any relationship or any of such when we met
Okay.
because I was a staunch, deeper life member too. My
Mm,
eyes were up there. I was not even looking at maybe any man and all that. And what we are taught in the church was that you have to marry in the church. That is what the church teaches. Nothing like these days that I have known better. You could marry from another denomination and all that. So we were just trained or prepared to marry in the church. And many people that I've seen that deviated from that doctrine, they didn't have it, easy with the church. And I remember some sister leaving the church then, but it never really occurred to me that I could do the same. This thing about
mm.
doctrine, brainwash, and all that. So when we met, we were just like casual friends. In fact, people in class then used to think maybe eventually Steve O will marry me because he was known as Steve O. Steve O. His name is Barrister Stevenson Okuchemiya, even though he's late now. Many people know him then. Then he wasn't even a lawyer, but later, after we graduated from school, he later went to Unilag to study law, and he graduated. Eventually, he became a lawyer. So when we were in school, everybody knew us together. If they don't see me in class, they will ask him. If they don't see me, if they don't see me in class, they will ask him. If they don't see him, they will ask me.
So it was more like a
Just,
friend, not as if you were
just
dating.
friends. No, 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 not at all. Nothing like that ever
Nothing
crossed
between
my
you
mind.
guys.
And if anything like that ever crossed his mind, he never told me. I don't know, but we were very close, very, very close. So eventually, when we finished school, he went to Unilag. I went to UNN Nsuka to study. Once a while, we communicated maybe through letter writing because then there wasn't phones like we have it now.
Mm.
And how are you doing in school? He will also, write to me, how am I doing in school? And that was it. So I still continue with, the Deeper Life Fellowship, Deeper Life Church, even while in the campus.
In the
After
campus.
I finished, yes, after I finished, I still continue working with the students. And that was how it was. And when he finished, he went to law school. He said when he was, that was what he told me later on. He said when he was in law school, that was where he also got the revelation that that God told him that I was going to be his wife. That was what he said. But I
Okay.
didn't hear anything from God, no revelation, nothing at all. That was what I told the MC when they called me and said so and so
Who is
person
the
came
FC? Who
to
are the FC?
MC, marriage committee
Oh,
of the Deeper
marriage
Life
committee in
Bible
your
Church.
church in deeper life.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Now you were talking about some sisters leaving the church at some point, but it never dawned on you the reason why they were leaving. What do you mean by that?
Now I knew the reason why they were leaving, but I never had that boldness like them to leave like they left. I could remember
Okay,
one or
why
two
were
sisters
they
that
leaving?
left.
Maybe that should be my question. Why were they leaving then?
I didn't really, I don't really know why they actually left, but what we heard later was that probably they were not following, the guidelines of the marriage committee. That was
Mm.
why they had problems with the marriage committee and they had to leave. Some, after buying their wedding dress and all that, the marriage committee will say, this is not good, this is not okay. Because of that, they will leave and go to another church to go wed.
Now, what if, for example, somebody becomes pregnant, an adult? I'm talking about somebody that's an
Never,
adult and a member and a worker. If they become pregnant, what happens to them?
never.
Out of wedlock.
The church is going to throw them out of the church. They will give them the back seat. They will discipline them. And because of shame, they will leave. They won't even stay.
When you say
They
they
won't
give them
stay.
back
Because the
seats,
way
can
you
you
be treated,
please explain more on what you mean by back seats?
bad thing is that they are going to, whatever you are doing in the church, like if you are a worker, they will stop you from being a worker.
Okay.
You are like, and like, it's an abomination
Like an
to
outcast
to yes, an outcast in the church for you to be pregnant out of wedlock and you are still coming to the church. Even the way they will treat you, you won't even want to continue coming to the church. You will stop coming to the church.
by yourself.
Yes.
Was there
Yes, by yourself.
did you guys
It
have
has
such
happened.
did you guys have such
Yes,
incidents when you were in the church, when you were still a worker,
yes,
strong worker?
yes. Like kids now, the way the way they behave at times, like this youthful exuberance. You see a worker in the church that probably the child, a daughter, got pregnant out of wedlock. Maybe she's still going to school, in secondary school or
Mm.
university, and the child got pregnant. They will stop the woman or the parents, if they are workers, they will stop them from being workers. They'll stop
Mm.
them from being workers. And because of the shame that their daughter got married, they will
Oh, the
stop coming
parents
to
of the
church.
child will be stopped from being workers.
Yes, yes, they will be stopped from being workers, even though
So
it is
that
not
means
even the
the
parents that
a
are
man
directly
actually
involved.
called me that that his parents went through such, that their last
Yes, they
born
will stop.
got pregnant, and because of that they stopped. And the parents have been a member of the church for 20 something years. They stopped them from
Ah,
being workers, and
it
the
happens. Even though
the
you
mother
are,
had a
you have
serious
been in church for
process. A
50
lot of
years.
things happened to them.
Yes,
Hmm.
they will stop you from being workers. And because of that, parents will leave the church. They won't continue coming to the church.
Do they allow abortion? What if the person tried to do abortion? Will they say anything? I'm just asking
They preach against it that it's a
because I don't.
sin.
Okay, they preach
Yeah, they
against it
preach
that it's a
against it that
sin.
yes, yeah, it is
So,
a
but
sin
at
for
the
you
same
to,
time,
abort.
okay, but at the same time, they don't want that person being a member of their
At the
church
same
anymore.
time, yes, not that they don't want to be a member of the church anymore, but
Okay,
the treatment that they will give to you will make you to stop coming to the church. They won't stop you
okay.
from coming to the church, but the
What?
treatment that they will give you, they will shun you. You are not longer a worker. People will see you as if you have committed, a horrible sin.
So the members
The
of
way
the
they will
church
treat
will not
you,
talk to the person anymore. What?
they will
Is it
not
that
talk to
they
you.
are
Even when
avoiding
they
the
are talking
person?
to you, yeah, they'll be like avoiding you. Even when your child gives birth, instead of church members to go rally around you and all that, they won't come. They won't do that. And because of that, you automatically stop coming to church.
Hmm.
It happens. It
No.
happens. But that is why you see, a vice story of somebody because the daughter got pregnant. They don't want the church to know. They went and removed it, and the thing got to the church, and then the way the church handled it was not okay. At the end of the day, the mother still confessed this was what they did. So it happens at times. The parents might want to do such thing to their children because they know that when the church finds out, the church will not be happy with them. So it
Hmm.
happens.
Now, what if you now let's go back to marriage thing. What are the things that is expected as a deeper life member woman? We are going to focus on women now, okay?
Yes, yes,
Because we are the ones that women are the one that really excuse me, get the beating of religion more than men. So we are
yes.
focusing on us women. Now, as a Christian deeper life member woman, um um how do you get to meet your spouse in deeper life when you were there? How do people get to meet their spouse?
Through prayers. Like, for example, they encourage the men to come forward first. They don't encourage women to come and say, "Oh, God revealed so and so to me. I want to get married to him." No, it is the men that will go to the marriage committee. For example, you pray that God is leading so and so person to you, a sister in the church. The brother will not even approach the sister. You have to go to the marriage committee of the church to tell the church, the marriage committee, that God is leading you to a sister to get married to. So it is the marriage committee that will now call you. They will tell the man to hold on. They will have to speak to the sister first. So they will now call the sister to ask the sister, is God leading you to anybody? You will say, for example, you say no. And then they will tell you, so and so brother, is God is leading the brother to you, and he has come forward to say that he wants to get married to you. He will come to meet you. That is what they will tell the sister. He's coming, like maybe coming to propose or talk to you about it. And then the brother will now eventually come to the sister and tell the sister, God is leading me to you, according to how they see their vision. And then the sister will now go back to the marriage committee. If you feel that God is also leading you to the man, you will tell them that God has also spoken to me. And that was what they expected from me too. When I went back to them, that I didn't see any vision. God didn't reveal anything to me. They said, no, it cannot be. So you have to go back to the marriage committee to tell them that God is also leading you to the brother. That is
What if
how
the
the marriage journey
sister
will now start.
what if the sister said no, she doesn't want the guy?
In most cases, when the sister says so, it means the sister is not even interested in the guy in the first place.
Then what
That is
happens?
why they will say, then they will say, okay, since the sister said no, they will call the brother. The sister is saying no. At times, they will give the sister some time, go again, think about it. They will call you on few occasions, ask you anything, any changes. Did God reveal anything to you? If the sister still continue to say no, they will tell the brother to, pray for somebody else or continue to pray until God reveals somebody else to him.
Oh, are you not seeing lapses in that?
I see a lot of lapses in it.
If the brother have to say, the sister have to say no, I'm not interested. They will not. After all, the brother said God is leading me to this sister.
Yes.
Now the sister
If
says
God is
no,
leading, yes, yes. If
and
God is
the brother
leading
have
the
to go back
brother
to
to
God again
him,
to
yes,
look for another person for him, to give him another
yes,
person in his vision.
exactly. It happens a lot. It
Does it
happens.
mean that God did not see?
Yes.
Does it mean?
That's why I don't really believe in all these prayers. God told me, God revealed this sister to me, God revealed this brother to me. I don't know whether it works for some people, but to me, it did not. I don't know.
Hmm, that's it. That's serious. So after that, what happens to that sister? Is she allowed? Is another brother allowed to talk to that sister again?
Yes, another brother is allowed to talk to the sister. Yes.
Oh, okay, good. Another
Another
brother can
brother,
still talk to the sister.
yes, yes,
But
yes. There might even be two brothers fighting over one sister, times, or three
oh,
brothers.
oh, please tell us about
It
that.
happens.
Go ahead, tell us about that.
Now, three or two brothers might see one sister as their future partner. Three of them will go to the
Okay,
marriage committee. Then they
okay.
will tell the sister that three people are coming for your hand in marriage. You go pray for God to lead you to the one that is the real one for you. They will tell
So
you, and
this is funny.
and and the sister will come. Maybe three of them. Maybe one is more, maybe more handsome or more richer. Then the sister will come and say, so and so person is the one that God is leading me to,
God
and that
told
is
me.
what the church will go with. Yes, and that is what the church will go with. The one that the sister chooses is the one that they will say, okay, both of you continue with your marital journey.
But I thought it was God that
Then
was
the,
supposed to choose the person.
then the other two, they will tell them that you go and continue to
Continue
pray.
to pray until you see another, until God give you another sister
Yes,
in the dream.
exactly.
Wonderful. This is wonderful and interesting. Thank you so much, Sister Joy. We are just starting. Now, you said you met your husband, your late husband, may his soul rest in peace. You said
Yes,
you met him while you were in school and you were friends for a long time. So,
yes.
at what point did you take him to the church that this is my husband? Or at what point did your brother, your husband, saw vision? You know, he was a Catholic. So, how did you do it?
Yeah, he was a Catholic, but after I think after he went to law school, that was when he became born again, in quotes, and started
Okay.
going to MFM church. Yes, he left Catholic and started going to MFM church. It was during that process that he came to my church. I don't
Okay.
even know how he got to, because probably he must have asked questions, and then when he came to the marriage committee of my church, they now sent him to me. I was in church one day on a Sunday in the morning when he came and said he has gone to meet with my marriage committee. No, he went to his own church because I think MFM and Deeper Life, I think they have almost the same doctrine.
Yes,
He
yes,
went to
they
his
do.
Yes, he went to his own church to MFM, and they referred him to the marriage committee of my church. He brought a letter from MFM. I didn't even know all this until he came looking for me one day in the church.
Letter.
So to refer you to the marriage committee of the church of the woman you want to get married to. That's how it happens.
Ah, okay. Please go ahead.
Yes.
The
So
floor,
he
the floor. When I want to
so
ask question, I will ask. Please just go ahead. So the
so
letter is for
when
what?
he, like an introduction, a member of my of our church from MFM is interested in marrying a sister from MFM. Then that is how it is done. I didn't even know before then that is how it is done. He came with a letter to the marriage committee of my church. The church interviewed him, asked him questions and all that. And then they now told him to come look for me. They told him the church I was worshiping at, and then he came on a Sunday to come look for me. So when he came, he told me how, God has revealed me to him. He's been led by God to come seek on my hand in marriage, and that he has already gone to my marriage committee, and the marriage committee referred him to me to come and talk to me. And I said, okay. He said I should pray about it. I said, no need to pray. We have known for a very long time. I like him and all that.
At this
So I
time,
went
how
to the
old were
marriage
you?
committee.
Sorry to ask. At this time, how old were you then when he brought the
Well,
letter?
I think that was when I finished my university education. I think I was 30 or 31.
Okay.
Yes. So I went to the marriage committee and then they spoke to me about him and all that. I said, yes, I've known him for a very, very long time. I like him. I love him. I want to get married to him too. I wasn't dating anybody then. I've never dated anybody in my life. I've never befriended any man in my life. So I said, I love him. I want to marry him. They said, I should go again and pray that God must reveal something to me, that, likeness and loving somebody or a man is not usually enough to want to marry a man. So I went and then I prayed. When I prayed, God didn't reveal anything to me.
Okay.
So I went back to the marriage committee to tell them that God didn't reveal anything to him. I love him and all that. They still said no. God must reveal something to me. So they now sent one of my pastor then, Pastor Noah, they sent him to me. He interviewed me in the church, spoke with me. Did God reveal anything to me? I said no. He said, since God didn't reveal anything to me, if I decide to go ahead to marry him, church will not support me and all that. And that was why how I chickened out. I was dragging
Oh,
my feet actually. I didn't tell my husband then no. I was, dragging my feet, telling him, hold on, wait, maybe the church will still approve and all that. I think he was impatient too. And he said I wasn't serious.
how
And that
long?
was how
How long was this? What is the
I think
space
it
of
was it
time?
was like up to maybe 6 months.
Okay.
Yes, it was up to 6 months. Because they will
Okay.
give you time to go pray. You are going back and forth, they're asking you questions and all that. I think it was up to 6 months or a
Wow.
year, between 6 months and a year.
Between 6 months and a year.
Yes.
So did you eventually now see the vision in prayer?
I
I
didn't
mean,
see any
see.
vision.
So
No.
what did you
I,
now do?
I was still insisting, telling them that I love him. I want
You
to get married to him. God didn't reveal anything to me. I have prayed, not as if God is revealed. I didn't dream or see any vision, but that I love him. That was what I was insisting on. And the church said
okay?
that wasn't enough. The church is not going to support me if I go ahead and get married to him. That was what my pastor then, Pastor Noah, told me.
So what did you now do?
I because my husband now told me that I should leave the church so that we'll
Okay.
go outside of the church and get married. I said, no, I cannot leave the church just like that. The church
Mm.
must approve. How will I
Oh.
leave the church? I've known this church all my life and I want
Mm.
to get married and the church will not be there to support me and all that. I said, no,
Mm.
I'm not going to leave the church. I will stay until the church approves. And then he said, no, I was wasting his time. He can no longer wait for me. And that was how he broke up the relationship, that I wasn't serious.
At 30 something.
Yes.
Mm. So when you broke up with the relationship, in all of this, what was the role of your parents? Was there any
I,
time you went to see your parents?
I never really told them about it because usually it is the church that will approve of it, give you a go ahead to go and inform your parents.
Oh,
It,
hold
it
on. Hold on, sis. The church has to give approval before your
yes,
parents. That is
yes.
how it's done.
That is how it is done in Deeper Life Bible Church. You don't go to your parents first. The church has to approve, clear both of you. Maybe you conduct some tests because there are a lot of things that are still involved, not only seeing vision, the lady agreeing, they'll tell you go and maybe HIV test and all that, and whether your blood is compatible before you eventually go ahead, get married, before you eventually go ahead and inform your parents.
So what if your parents are not member of your church and your
They don't have to be
parents,
members of your church. They don't have to be members of your church.
I know, I'm going somewhere. What if
Okay.
your parents are not members of your church and the church has approved, your parent doesn't want to approve? What are you going to do?
In most cases, parents usually approve of it. I think I've never heard of any parent that didn't approve of their children getting married because it is their choice. So parents usually they approve of it and they allow them to get married.
Hmm. But there could be
And
cases
then if
whereby,
they usually ask if your member is not a deeper life, if your parents are not going to deeper life church, they will
mhm,
always request you to get a letter from your parents, a letter that they agree for both of you to get married. I remember that now. It is that letter that you take to the marriage committee, and they will say, okay, yes, you continue. If the parents say no, and they write a letter, they are not going to join both of you. Parents must agree for both of you to get married before they eventually join both of you together.
that is another
That is how it is
obstacle.
done. Yes, another obstacle.
So
If
you
the
have to
parents say
go through
no, they will
obstacle
not join
from
you.
church,
Yes,
then you still go through obstacle from parents in case. Because I
yes,
know there are cases where parents might be like, this person you bring, we don't think this is okay. It's
yes,
likely. But that's why I asked
yes.
the question. If the church is approving and parents are not approving, then what happens? But
They
you've
will have to
cleared the
get a
air.
letter of approval from their parents.
Mm. So at what point, says this is reality show, and I hope you'll be able to answer some of my questions to the best, to your, as much as you want to. Okay, I wouldn't want to
Yes.
go to, but I'm going to ask you some personal questions. If you think it's not okay, you can tell me you want to pass that. Okay. Now, at what point? So you were in the church for how long after your ex-husband decided to move on his own? How long did you
I
now
was
stay in the church?
I was in church until I came to the US. That was in 2011, and I think I left the church in
You should be
2000.
in your 40s by then.
I was, I think I was 39 going to 40. I was
Okay,
39 when I came here.
okay. During the time your husband left, yeah, I mean, then your friend that you were
Yes,
supposed, when he left and said he cannot continue to, we are not going to talk about his own personal life here. When he said he can't continue with the thing that you are wasting his time, and you were in the church, no sister came, no brother came to ask you question.
no brother. After him, nobody ever came. So I was still in the church until I eventually traveled.
At 39.
Yes, I think 39, 40. That was when I
Does it
came
mean
here.
as at that 39, 40, you were a virgin?
I was, I was. You don't have boyfriend. It's a sin for you to do kerewa outside of marriage. So many of us sisters, we kept to it. We do. Yeah.
Do you ever visit doctor gynae in the process while you were? Did you ever have any reason to visit a gynae, an obstetrician or
Um,
something?
it was when I came here, I had cause to speak to my doctor because I had one fibrous surgery when I was in Nigeria.
I didn't want to go straight to that. I
Yes,
I wanted to ask that the question I wanted to. I don't want to be too straight, but thank God you. I mean, good enough you mentioned it. I didn't want to go straight that during that your 40 years that nothing and nothing. I wanted to ask no medical issues or something with you.
I had medical issues, and
Now
that
you
was
just
fibroid. Yes, I had
that was when you
one.
got to US.
No, in Nigeria, I had done one immediately after my university education. I think I was maybe 29 or thereabout. I had one fibrous surgery even before my husband came. So when I had that fibrous surgery, I thought maybe taking it out, that would be it. I didn't know that fibroid, if you take it out once, there is tendency for it to come back again. And it came
Mm,
back again when I got to the US here. When I went to see my gynecologist, I asked him, why did it come back again? I explained everything about me to him. He said, just for sisters or for women to know this generally, if you are not married yet, he said he compared women's womb to a farmland or to a fallow ground. If you don't cultivate on that farmland, what will happen? That was what he asked me because he was a white man. I was, a novice. I was still a
mm,
virgin, and I explained everything to him. I said, I don't do Kerewa. I've never slept with any man before. He
mm,
said, if you leave a virgin land or a farmland, what happens? I say, weed will grow on it. So that was,
mm.
he now said, yes, because nothing, you have never taken in before, you don't,
The place
do
is not
kerewa and all
active.
that.
The place is not
Yes, I'm
active.
not, sexually active. That was how he
Mm.
put it. That is why the thing keeps growing again.
Wow. So you had to do another surgery again.
I had to do another surgery here in the US.
Wow. So
And the thing
when you got
eventually came, it still came back again because when I went to the doctor then, he asked me, do I want to do hysterectomy, total
when
removal?
pikin never come.
I told
Ah,
him, no, I don't
it's
want to
always
do
their
that.
solution. It's always their own
He now
solution that
said
take it
he,
off
he now
completely.
said he understand African culture, you wanting to have your own children
Your
and
own
all that.
child
Yes, he said no problem, he understands. And so I didn't do the hysterectomy as he had suggested then.
suggested. So
Yes.
making the third time,
Making the
making three
second time,
times.
the second time,
Oh, the second time. So
first
after
one in
the second.
Nigeria, then another one in the US here.
So as at this time, no relationship, yes, too.
No.
At what point I'm coming back. It is going to be a bit long, but I'll try to work with your time. So at what point did you meet your husband again?
I think before my husband eventually came back again, I already had a relationship which didn't work out in the US here.
Okay, good. So you met
Yes, after
somebody
I
here in
had
the
my
UK.
surgery, yes. I already
Okay,
had
and
a
you started
relationship.
doing kerewa by then.
Yes, it didn't
Why
it
did you
didn't
start
work
doing
out.
kerewa then? If I want, I've told you
Yes,
this is a no holds bar
yes,
interview. At what point did you
yes.
start doing? Okay, why did you start doing kerewa as at that time?
After that time, I had left the church. So
Okay,
I'm no more binding by
under
whatever
their
the,
law,
I've
and
left the church
because you now
because
know the importance.
as long as I'm in the church, one thing about I obey the doctrine to the letter. I
Hmm.
don't begin to do something outside of the church, playing hanky panky
You would
and all
think
that. And
you are
for the
falling
fact that I
into
left the
sin.
church doesn't mean that maybe I've left serving God and all that. Because that is what most Deeper Life members believe. When you leave the church, they will think that, oh, you are backsliding, you don't know God anymore and all that. So I had a relationship which didn't work out. And it was after I broke up that my husband eventually came back to me, that we came back together. That was what happened.
As at this time that he came back, how old were you then?
I think I was 43 because we got married when I was 44. That was in the year 2016.
Wow.
can see from the time I was 30 when we came till when I was 44, like 14 years
14
gap.
years after.
Yes. And we
So you
have
now
known
got
even
married to him here.
since, yes, and we have known since I was 24. To tell you that if I was this peperepe girl of then,
You see, it's good to be peppered
may-
and pay small.
maybe I would
Oh
have,
my God.
maybe would have gotten married then.
Yes. House for done food,
Because he
grandchildren for done
because
day self.
he liked me. We were very, very close, but I didn't really think anything much of it then.
So by now, grandchildren for done full house.
It was all so grand
Yes.
since I was 24, and we got married when I was 44. So you
20
see,
years after.
20 years after.
Because he was not married. He was never married to, or he
No,
got married and
he wasn't
divorced.
married when but he had a child. I,
Okay.
I met the child when we met. He
Okay.
raised the child single-handedly,
Okay.
Stephanie. But Stephanie passed in the year 2019. She was 27 years old. Maybe that was what broke my husband down.
Oh God.
So yes, we lost her. We got married in 2016 and
I'm
Steffi died
sorry. I'm sorry you went through
2019.
all
My
this.
husband died 2020. So it was a whole lot going on with
Oh.
me then. It was so devastating.
Oh, sorry,
She died
sis.
of lupus. There's this disease that they call lupus.
Lopez,
She had
yes.
it. Yes. It
Hmm.
affected her kidney and she passed. I think that broke my husband. He was so devastated when Stephanie passed. She was also a barrister and she was studying to have a master's at Unilag when this incident happened. Barrister Stephanie Okuchemiya.
You
If
say you got
anybody's on this show,
married.
they will remember her. She wasn't married too before she passed.
Oh,
Yeah.
so sorry, sis. So sorry.
Mm.
I'm sorry we got to this point. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
there is no how we will not. I know how it
Yeah.
feels, and I know how it feels. So, um,
We were together here in the US when the news of Steffi broke out that she passed at
hmm,
um, at the hospital. So my husband wanted to travel then, but they told him no need to come. She's a young girl there, it's not good for a father to see the corpse
of the child, yes,
of, of the child. So
yes.
Steffi died in August. My husband was here in school then. He was doing a program at the University of Maryland
Mm,
University.
mm,
So in December, he said, since I didn't go when Steffi died in August, it would be good
mm,
for me now to travel home, at least to know how, where she was buried and all that, because she was buried on one of our properties in Lagos then. The younger brother, he was very good, helped with everything, the burial and all that. We were all following along. So he traveled in December 2019, only for them to call me a day for him to come back to the US that he passed in 2020, January 9th.
wow. So sorry, sis. So sorry. You deserve all the smile on your face now. Yes, you deserve it. You've gone through so much. And I'm glad when I see your picture, you see your video, I can't help but comment on your page and say, keep the spirit up. That's the spirit says,
Yes.
life is funny, life is crazy, like we all know. And sometimes I hope people are watching and listening to this story, because sometimes they say a man is the architect of, like all these people, we don't know, like I always say, we go into this religion, believe everything they say, walk by it, believe them, obey them at our own detriment. At the end of the day, we end up being the one to pay the huge price. Some of us, some people don't, many of us have paid the price and we have learned
Yes.
from it. Now, going back now to my sister, I'm going to ask you some other questions. Do you know any other, apart from you having this experience, do you know of any other deeper life women who have passed through this kind of experience of delayed marriage, where they will say
A
you
lot.
can't marry?
So let me still go back to how I and my husband got
Thank you
reconnected
for
back
switching
together
back to your
again.
smile. Thank you so much. Go ahead.
So his brother, I used to know his brother. He's also a pastor, Pastor Ochuko. He's based in Delta. He had lived with my husband then. During when we were in school together, he was living with my husband then with one of his sisters. So I know him very well. Most of the family members, they know me, because at times we go to his house, maybe when we have
Interview lórí show.
um study, when we used to have we study together and all that. Some of them, they know me very well. So when this incident happened, I think he told his brother that the church, that Joy no wan marry me because church deceive am and all that.
Hmm.
So one day the brother came here to the US. He came to the US, I think, for a workshop or a seminar, all this religious organization for a seminar. And then he had asked my brother, my husband then, this Joy wey you say you wan marry before, shebi you tell me say the Joy don travel go America? My husband said yes, because somehow he got to know, maybe from friends, that I had traveled to the US. So he told his brother, yes, now he dey for America. Then that his brother now told him that he should give me he should give him my number. He now gave his brother my number. Then the brother now called me. So when I saw the number, I said, who could this be? He said, I'm Ochuko. I said, Ochuko from where? He said, you don't remember Stephen, brother, again? I said, oh, and we greeted so well. So he now asked me, are you married now? I said, no. So when we dropped, so before he dropped, he said, my brother had, we call you back. That was what he told me. So when he dropped, I think he called my husband, Barrister Stevenson, telling him about me. Now true, the job wey you talk about, he still there for America. Oh. I don't even call him now. Make we try call him back. Oh, he never marry you. And you yourself, you know, say you dey get problem. Never also marry since all these years.
Hi.
Even though my husband had relationships, but it didn't work out too for him.
Hold on, sister. You
So
said you see how this thing favor men than women.
the
You said
women,
your husband had relationship, but they didn't work out for him. But
yes,
you never did. Can you see how we women allow religion to box us and cage us?
yes.
Now, another very funny question I'm going to ask. We always joke about this thing
So
here
my
ourselves.
husband now called me.
Okay.
So let me finish that. My husband now called me, and that was how we started talking. And eventually we got married.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah, they were meant to be together. If they had
So
followed
the
their
day we
heart
met,
that time.
when I traveled to the US for the marital process and everything, even before I came to Nigeria, he had already gone to see my parents in my absence to do
Hmm.
all that needed to be done. So the day I came back to Nigeria, I haven't seen him for a very long time. He himself has not even seen me for a very long time. If you see the way we hug at the airport, we
I
were
can
even crying like
imagine.
babies. People were like looking at us, what is wrong with these people? We were crying, we were hugging. I was trying to apologize to him. He was also apologizing to me. I
Hmm.
said it was my fault. He
Mm-hmm.
himself said he wasn't patient enough with me. Maybe if he had been patient, I would have left the church.
Hmm.
So we were hugging each other, we apologized to each other, we were crying like babies. Look at all the years we wasted.
Hmm.
All the years we wasted years.
Hmm.
Eventually we got married, and that was the best years of our lives.
Oh.
The best years of our lives. Yes.
I'm glad he left you with beautiful memories.
Yes,
Yes. And
we
I think
did.
that's what is keeping some smiles on your face because talking
Yes.
about him, I can see the smile on your face, which is the
Yes.
most beautiful thing.
In
It's not
fact,
how
after we
long.
got married and our courtmates then heard about it, they said, Joy, we knew that
These
both of you
people,
were meant for
Sha.
each other. We
Ah,
knew. Why did you people waste much time? We knew that both of you were meant for each
meant
other.
for each other. That's what they say. Follow your heart. You are full grown adult.
Yes.
Own up to whatever you are doing. Follow your heart. you know.
Yes.
Yeah. So, hmm, see, I want
And
to
you were
ask some
asking
other.
question about whether I know of other sisters who experienced this kind
Yes,
of a thing
yes,
before.
yes.
A lot.
A
But they
lot.
left
And
the church because of that. Yes.
we
Many
always
sisters I
make
know.
some joke about that place that for there then go see 60 years virgin. Not true.
It's true.
Not true.
Because, our
60-year-old we
pastor,
never do this thing before.
Pastor W.F. Kumuyi too, according to what we had, the sister she married to, she was a virgin,
At
60
65.
years old.
Was she
Yes,
60 or 65 then?
I'm not sure of the age now,
She was above
but
60,
that
sha.
was the story they told. She never married. A lot of women in the church are like that. They have never been married and they keep to that virginity. They keep it.
Then go carry and go
Yes.
heaven. Wait, oh,
Just like
is
me, if not that maybe the doctor spoke to me and all that, maybe I'll still be
hmm.
like that. I will still be a virgin until I marry my husband.
But do you know that
But
I always
I
talk
kept to
about this
that.
thing? People will say I'm lying. I said, look, as a
No,
woman, because I experienced that fibroid thing. When I had my first child, um, I had another pregnancy shortly after. Then I went
yes,
for um test and they said I have fibroid. So the doctor now said, okay, you have fibroid, but what we're going to do, because you are carrying a baby now, there is nothing we can do until you have the baby. Auntie Joy, do you believe by the time I had the baby, the fibroid had gone? Because at that
mm,
then, yes, when I went to the hospital, my doctor, I can't forget, the man is late now. But anybody that knows Dr. Ola in Lutz, that knows Lutz, and Dr. Ola is very popular in the gynae department. He's one of their professors. Dr. Ola said, my Iya, I can't forget how he called me on that day. He's an elderly man, but he jokes a lot. He said, Iya, gbé ara sílẹ̀ kọ́kọ́ ẹ tẹ̀ wọ́n bẹ̀ yẹn dáadáa. Don't come back with this thing. I now said, what does he mean? He said, I should allow my husband be doing that thing very well. Say that fibroid
yeah,
eventually will disappear. Honestly, at the end of the
mm,
day, by the time I had my baby, the fibroid was no more there.
mm,
And since then,
yeah,
I've never had any case of whether they see fibroid. Because me, I don't even joke. I mean, I know they deceive myself. I had a very good now I don't settle saying nothing, nothing.
yes,
When immediately I got out of my morning period and became strong, you know, I good enough I had elderly women who spoke to me realistically and said, don't say you will stay the way you are. Oh.
yes,
Don't stay like that, oh, or else nobody will take care of you if you start noticing some issues. Oh. They didn't tell me what the issues was. They said, get somebody that will be taking care of you. And luckily enough, I met this man that was more like a father to my children. You know, he was there
okay,
for with us for a long time. So steadily, I dey collect. I dey collect. Now, when I now got to know that it's got something either directly or indirectly, medically they will say it doesn't have any link directly. But as long as that place is functioning, it's all about that inside being functioning, being active, just like your doctor told you
yes.
that consider you have a land that you are supposed to plant something and you
The
refuse to
doctor
plant
told me
something there.
too.
Yeah, and you leave the
Yes,
land, anything can perch on it, anything can start misbehaving there. So that is how a woman
yes.
uterus is. You know, it has to be kind of
That's what this
active.
doctor said too, that I was not
Now
sexually
we can say
active.
nothing, nothing because we nothing, nothing. Yeah, you as we did now. But me, I collect well, well. After immediately I became strong and I accept about 3 years after the morning and everything, and I became to wake up. Though it was tough initially to start having relationship, but the moment I started, I collect, and it helped me.
Mm.
I collect. So if any woman there,
And
you they deceive
unfortunately, we
yourself,
didn't
they
have
take religion.
children before he passed.
You said,
I said, unfortunately, we didn't have children before he passed.
oh, I thought you said you have a child,
No,
one
we
child.
didn't.
You didn't have a child. You couldn't get
I
pregnant.
adopted.
I didn't want to go to that
No,
place. I, you adopted the child.
yes. We wanted to, like when we got married, And when you are married like that, you'll be looking forward to being pregnant and all that. It didn't happen. So we
Yes.
started to wanted to do this IVF and all that in the US here. And before he could go for his own test and everything, he passed before he could do that. So we didn't have our own biological children before he passed because of this fibroid of a thing too. That was what happened.
Wow. Was it because of your age?
Age and fibroid.
Age and the fibroid. But you have
Yes.
an adopted
Because
child
he
now.
grew back
So you have a
again.
child.
He grew back again. Yes.
You
He grew
see?
back again.
That is where we have to be. I thank you so much for being honest on this show. I really appreciate this honesty. And I hope younger women are listening and learning from this, especially those trapped with them, especially those that are trapped under these people. Imagine you are still inside this thing. That means even here in US, you will be alone. No, she has a child. She said she has adopted a child. She said she has adopted a child already. So that settles it. Um, Somebody said chances of getting pregnant diminishes at age above 40. You are right. Yes, you are right. It diminishes.
Yes.
In fact, here, I think they are even pegging it at 35 now in America. That once you get to 35, by 35, you should have all your children. That's what they are telling them now. Um, Now, at what point, sister, did you start looking beautiful and dressing this way?
After I left the
Because I can
church.
see your dressing is not deeper life dressing. You are wearing shame. Me and you will be the same. You dey wear shame. Na only our color different. Earring wey I wear, you wear am. Na wig I dey see for your head, so abi? Abi?
Yes.
At what point did
Yes.
you start doing all this fashion? How did you get to the stage that you could start? Because deeper life and start dressing. Me, I'm from Redeem, and I came from the um, classical model. I came from the model Redeem. In model
The
Redeem,
old redeem.
we dey dress small. But the only thing that we
Yes.
don't do is makeup. If you have to, maybe very light that you hardly know. That's the only thing we know how to do in redeem. In model, you will
After
still
I
do
left
your.
the church.
So tell me. So it was easy for me to
After I
adapt.
left the church.
Tell us.
So after I left the church,
Mm.
that was when I started, making up, wearing earring and all that. Because I saw that it made me look more beautiful. Not like the old woman I used to look like when I was still in the church.
Wow. If you look at your old picture and the new picture, how do you feel?
I feel, I feel good now seeing my new self.
Wow. Um. So okay, yes, he has a. You have a channel on YouTube or Facebook. I know you have a Facebook page.
Yes,
Do you have channel on YouTube?
I have.
What is your
I
channel
have on
name?
YouTube.
Can you put
It's
it there? Let
Joy
me come.
Ngene
Help me
TV.
to put the link. I will call. Let me so that I can
Oh, I
pin it.
don't really know how to put the link on, but it is Joy
Okay.
Ngene TV.
Joy in Joy Ingene TV.
Joy
Okay.
Ngene TV.
Okay. I will put it when we are through and pin it. Okay. Let me try and see
Okay,
if I
all
can do
right.
it now.
Joy Ngene
Now
TV.
I'm going to go further again. Since you change and become, like they will say, that you are a backslider, I'm sure you must have had that very well. Auntie Joy, can
Yes.
you
No,
hear?
not really, because there are people that I used to talk to then. Some of them I stopped talking to them because each time they, for example, when I just came here, I wasn't wearing trousers. I wasn't making up or doing any of those.
Mm-hmm.
So when I just came here, the person I was staying with told me, Sister Joy, this thing you are wearing, you can't wear this during winter. Oh." I was just laughing. I said, why won't I be able to wear this during winter?
So
And then when
during
I go to
winter, they
church
still
here
don't
in
want
the
you to wear
US,
trouser.
no, I was one that didn't want to wear trousers when I just came here.
Oh,
So when I go
okay.
to Deeper Life Church, you see the members of the church, some of them, they wear trousers to church. they wear the makeup and all that. I was
Mm-hmm.
still like, the old me now from Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
We are always deep in Nigeria. So when the winter started, I was still wearing my skirt, and then I had pneumonia. I almost died.
I said that something go teach you.
The person that I was staying with took me to where they sell clothes and bought me pants. They call them pants, trousers, like all these winter winter clothes, sweatpants. I kept them. I said, no, I can't wear this now. You want me to sin against God? I'll go to hell straight.
Somebody said, God will humble you.
I said, no, I was not going to wear them. He said, okay, shall keep it. Maybe one day you will change your mind. I kept it. So when I had pneumonia and then I was rushed to the hospital, nobody tell me, say, when I come back home, I should wear.
You start
The
wearing
doctor
trousers.
told me, the doctor told me, the weather is not okay. You have to dress appropriately. That was the first time I heard the word appropriately for the weather.
America will humble you and collect your religion for your religion brain come out. Very
Oh
funny.
my goodness, that was when I started wearing
You know,
trousers.
you see, and did it ever cross
I
your
wasn't
mind, sister?
I wasn't
Okay, go ahead.
driving. I'm going to work in the cold, and then you expect me to wear skirts? No, no, no. It can't. So one of my former member, people that we go to church together in Nigeria, one day he called me and said, Sister Joy. I said, yes. Greeted me. I said, I hope you are not wearing trouser. I hope you are not wearing trouser.
Ah,
I
inside
just
cold.
cut him off.
Where do you want wear inside cold if you don't wear trouser? Now, did you go to their church here in America? Did you go to their church here in
Yes, I
America?
went briefly.
Okay, what do
I
they
went for
wear
like
there? What do they wear there? Do they
I
wear
went for like a
trouser?
year.
Thank you,
I went
Afroisis.
for like a year.
Thank you. You went for a year. How do they dress there?
And they don't dress like we dress in Nigeria. They don't dress like they dress in Nigeria. I must tell you, they are dressing like in Nigeria now. If you're a really deeper life member, you can't wear anything that has button down, like
Like shirt like
like
this with button down?
like what you are wearing now. You can't wear it in
Ah,
deeper life church.
even if
Yes,
it is close to my neck, it should
especially
not
if
have
you are
button.
in especially if you are in the choir, you can't wear this to sing. But here in the US, they wear stuff like what you are wearing now in the choir. They wear that in the choir. People make
Now,
up, people
talking
dressed well.
now, does it mean just like we have been saying the wedding dress in Nigeria? What is the difference between the dressing in Nigeria for wedding and the dressing in America? Can you tell us briefly?
It's quite different. It's totally, totally different. Like in Nigeria now, if your wedding is not up to deeper life standard in Nigeria, they will not wed you. I've had weddings cancelled because the sister did not abide by the rules of the church.
Can you
In
tell
those
us the
days,
type of dress
in
a
those
woman is
days,
supposed to wear?
it has to be gathered
Gather skirt
skirt
for what?
for
For
wedding
wedding dress.
now. Yes, wedding dress is gathered skirt and top. Like the top I'm wearing now, that is how the top is going to look like, with long sleeve hand and with gathered skirt or flare skirt. That is what they wear. And you have to tie turban when you are wedding in Nigeria. Turban, wrap around. That is how they call it in Nigeria. But here in the US, they don't do that. They wear hat, you know, hat. That is what
For
they
the we-
wear for the
they don't allow
wedding.
them to open their hair
They don't,
with
you can't
probably
open
like
here,
a
but
little crown,
yes, a small something on your head, like a hat.
like a
That is what
crown,
they put
yes.
on, yeah, like a hat,
All
yes.
those
A cap,
fanciful arts,
a fanciful hat.
yes.
That's what they put on here. And then your dressing is,
Sister Ngene,
modern
hold on. Let
dressing
me bring
now.
one art. I want to show you one art, if that is allowed. 1 minute. I didn't know we were going
Okay.
to talk about that particular one.
Yeah.
Okay,
Exactly.
Sister
Miss
Joy.
Lesser style.
Mary's Lexus style.
Yes.
But here in America,
Somebody.
how is their dressing in for their
Yes. Or
wedding?
like
The
the
dress,
Amish, you got it. Deeper
the
life
dressing
pattern,
of
everything like that of the Amish people.
the dressing here in America. You know, the dressing in Nigeria, the fabric, they say it must not have hole. It's all this
They wear,
satin-like fabric.
yes, they wear all those. They wear all those here in America. They wear lace. I
They
remember
wear
in those
lace here
days
in
when I was
America.
in, yes, they wear all those. They wear all
Mm.
those. And if you're a worker, when you wed, any deeper like if you're especially if you're a worker, I don't know of ordinary members. So if you wed, the day you wed, both you and your spouse must go to church on that day. Because usually it's always on a Saturday. The two of you must go to workers' meeting, which starts at 4. So whatever
Mm.
you are doing should end like about 2 p.m. And they expect both of you to still come to church. Nothing like honeymoon. And if you don't come to church, if you don't
No
go to
honeymoon.
workers' meeting, nothing
No
like honeymoon
honeymoon for
because
new couple.
no honeymoon. If you don't go to church on that Saturday, it means they will place both of you on discipline.
Ah,
Means you
new
can't do
couple.
anything in the church. Yes, newly wedded couple, they must
No
go to
honeymoon.
church on a Saturday that they wed. Then I used to ask, why would they come to church on a Saturday, the day of their wedding? At least that Saturday, why not even give it to them for them to relax with their visitors and all that? And then maybe Sunday they can come to church. But no, that is the rule in the church. You must come to church on a Saturday that you wedded, you and your husband. If not, you'll be placed on discipline. That is how it is in the Deeper Life Bible Church. Nothing like honeymoon, you are traveling and all that. Both of you must be in the church on Saturday. On Sunday, they still expect you to come to church.
Ah.
That is how it is in the church.
Now talking about covering of the hair, you know, they use turban in Nigeria. They have to wrap
Yes.
everything. Now I've seen people using this type here. They
Of
allow this
course,
type
they
in
use it in the
America.
church. They use
Here
it
in
in the
America.
church. Yes. Even
So
when Pastor Kumuyi wedded, the wife didn't tie turban. She wore a hat.
so this is
That was in
considered a hat.
London.
If somebody use this one here in America,
Yes.
they don't
Yes.
complain. But it is not
They don't
allowed
complain.
in Nigeria.
No, never. It's
So
not
are we
allowed in
going to
Nigeria.
say the God of Nigeria is different from the God of America? The God in charge of Nigeria branch of Deeper Life, is it different from the God of the one in America?
Their rules here is quite different because when I came here in Nigeria, they will preach against using perfume, using deodorant, and all that.
Ah, using
But
deodorant.
yeah, mm-hmm,
Do
you
they
can't use
consider
perfume.
using deodorant as a sin?
They consider it as a sin, but there's no way it is in the
Deodorant.
Bible.
Share
Yes.
people no go they smell.
So when I came here in the US, the first preaching I heard was from maybe the leader in the church here in the US. She preached that even the deodorant that he is using, people will always ask him, what perfume are you having on? That there's nothing wrong if you use perfume, if you use deodorant. But in Nigeria, they'll preach against it. You can't use perfume, you can't use deodorant. It is a sin.
Wait, so people no go they smell for that Nigerian weather?
They say if you bath well, why would you smell?
Ha! But
But
people will sweat naturally
a lot of
now.
the things, a lot of the things that they preach, some of us, not that we don't, not everything will take usually, because me, I'm a teacher. I use deodorant even before I came here. So that in that aspect, that I would say, I don't obey that. But that is basically what they preach. You can't use perfume.
Now let's go back to the days of old. You said you started going to Deeper Life as a 5-year old. At that time, were you allowed to watch TV?
We were not allowed to watch TV, or
So
TV
you
is a
were not
sin.
watching TV
No.
then too. You didn't watch
My
TV.
auntie, my auntie then that introduced us to Deeper Life, she had a TV then when we were growing up. Because she joined Deeper Life, she had to go and throw away that TV. She threw it away. She went to dump the TV.
So this thing is actually true that people carry their TV to go and throw away.
Yes, she actually went and threw the TV away. She threw the TV away. So when we go to her house, we don't usually have any TV to watch. That is what happens. Nobody uses TV. And if you are, of course, if you are not that real member, some do have. But as soon as you are a worker, or they know that you are a worker and you have TV in the house, they will not allow the church to use your house for house fellowship, because then we used to have what is called house fellowship evenings on Sundays. Member will donate their houses for house fellowship. If you have TV in your house, they cannot use your house for house fellowship. They cannot. You are not allowed to watch TV, because according to the pastor, then he calls it the devil's box. Apotiesu. That's the first time I will hear the name of Apotiesu. You know how they used to interpret when he normally preaches the TV, the devil's workshop or work boss. The interpreter will say Apotiesu. Àpótí or something like that in Yoruba. Àpótí, they will call it the devil's box. So members were not encouraged then to have TV, but things have changed. Pastor Kumi is gradually changing some of these doctrines, saying that members can now have TV in their houses.
Now my question.
It wasn't like this before.
Yeah, we see that it's changing a lot of doctrines now. I even have one of the videos that I was thinking we will play if time permits. Now, those doctrines, were they written out for the members or how? Or they spell it out to you?
I'm not sure. No, I've never seen where it was, written out.
Written out, okay.
Like that. But when the pastor is preaching, he preaches that most of the times. When he's preaching, you hear him say it. During the preaching, you hear him say it.
Now, my question.
And then that aspect of dressing, wedding or no wedding, it is the marriage committee. From what they are taught, they will now come back to the district, because we call our local churches district. They will now come back to the district to come and implement what they teach them at the headquarters.
Now, let's go back to this TV issue. If they come to your house as a worker and they see TV, what's going to happen to you?
They're not going to say, don't come to church again. You're still going to be a worker. But then they're not going to use your house for house caring fellowship.
That's the only thing.
That's the only thing. They're not going to stop you from being a worker. You can have
what
TV.
Was their reason for that TV, preaching against TV? What was their reason?
Because they show a lot of things that are not godly on the TV.
In those days, everything we watch are still good, unlike what we have now.
In those days, things were even good compared to what we have now.
Compared to what we have now, it is even now they should tell people not to watch TV. Social media, they should tell people not to even be on social media. Because if you see what person they see on Facebook, Facebook especially, YouTube is very disciplined and very clean. I love YouTube for that. You can't just post any rubbish on YouTube. They will yank you off. But Facebook, waiting persons they see for that Facebook. Shena and Yash, you no go see. Sometimes you go see the head of brokers.
Even when they are walking on the streets, what you see on the street, self.
Exactly.
It's more than what you see on the TV.
In those days, life was more cleaner and more disciplined on like what we have now. So why is it that, especially on Twitter, thank you. Then why is it that it is even now that this man is now changing everything he said he put down? Why did he put those doctrines down in the first place? Now, let's quickly listen to just like few minutes of his
and he preaches on TV. So
and he preaches, even then he preaches on TV.
Even then he preaches on TV.
What?
He said then the reason they gave is that people that don't know God, they have TV at home. Maybe through that preaching on TV, they will know God.
Ha!
Yes.
Wow.
But members, they are not allowed to have it because already you know God. So what do you want TV for? Because you'll be watching maybe the nakedness of a woman or a man. So they don't encourage us to watch TV.
Or you are watching the things of the world.
Yeah, the things of the world. You got it.
Wow. Let's quickly listen to this few minutes video. Then we take it up from there. Like I said it's more about us women than every other of their doctrine. We are not really concerned about that. We are more concerned about how their doctrine has caged a lot of women and put a lot of women where they are today, so that we will help the younger ones so they can use their head.
Not what? It's not applicable to any verse of
Can you
scripture.
hear?
So it's a practical question, right? What I wanted to ask, I won't really say it's a question, but I wanted to raise it because it has been bothering my mind, especially the time I knew that it was the marriage and the family is the topic we are going to study today. What actually happened is that in the marriage in this church, I've noticed something, especially when we are in courtship, in the aspect of knowing the man and in the aspect of the house the man is living. I wanted to know, why is it that sisters are not allowed to go to the brother's house? In the sense that he's not going directly there, but with a leader, either two leaders or one of the woman rep, so that the leader can, the sister can know the.
I want to pause it here. This lady is trying to say some things, which means that when a brother have said, I want to marry this person, and they have to visit each other, a marriage committee leader has to follow them. Is that what she's trying to tell us here?
They don't even, yes, I think that is what, maybe because of this question now, the Pastor Kumu is trying to change the doctrine of the church. Because I heard where he was saying that the sister cannot visit the brother, but a leader must be there with them. Previously, it wasn't like that. You can't visit the brother for whatever reason. You can't. You don't even know where the brother lives until both of you are married and the brother takes you to his house. Sister cannot visit a brother and brother cannot visit a sister. But now, Pastor Kumu is trying to change it that the sister can visit the brother's house, but an elder in the church, that is the way he put it, must be there.
So are the elders that will be there, are they going to be paid salary for leaving their job to go and stay with adult people?
No. Which salary? Because usually what they do is that during the courtship process, they don't visit each other, but there will be a member of the church, an elder in the church, who will volunteer for the couple to always meet in their house. That is the way they do the courtship. If you must see each other, then it is a member's house you must go to. It must be in an
Not
open
even the
area like
man's
this.
house.
Yes,
Not the man's house.
not the man's house. It's a
The
member's
elder's
house.
house.
And yes, a leader in the church or a worker in the church, both of you always
The
meet
elder will
there.
now be a monitoring spirit to be monitoring
Yes,
them.
they'll be, yeah, they'll monitor you because you're in the sitting room. All your discussions and everything, it is in the sitting room of the elder in the church. Both of you are not allowed to visit each other for whatever reason. If maybe you decide to go visit the man, the church must not be aware. And if the church happens to know, automatically that marriage is cancelled.
Ha!
It is cancelled. No, you can't visit each other. And people always abide by it. It is only when you are married that you will now get to, oh, so this is where the man is living and all that. But any man who is getting married, the marriage committee will have to check out the man's house. At least you must have a house if you are getting married. Even if it is one room. That I know that the marriage committee does. They go check out that the man has a house. This man is ready to get married. Let's check whether this man has a house. You must have a house and you must have maybe little things at home like bed, stove, cooking utensils for somebody who wants to get married. So that is how it is done in the church. The sister, for whatever reason, you don't go visiting the brother until after your marriage. That is how it
So
is done in the Bible Church.
the lady will not know the kind of man she's marrying, how the house be, how the clean the man is. So I think that is the point the lady was trying to make here. Say they now get
Yes.
married, they find out that their husband, the man is a dirty man. He's not somebody that knows how to coordinate things and all of that. So the elder
You
will
marry
sit
the man.
down.
That is why they say you should pray. If actually he's your husband, then there's no reason for you to have any fault when both of you are married. But now, all this thing about I
So
pray,
it
I
is
don't
on
pray,
wedding
I see, I
day
don't see.
they can start having privacy together to see each other very well. So now my next
No.
question: what if the lady or the man they eventually get married and the chemistry is not there? What happens? You understand
You
what
are
I mean
stuck
by
there for
now?
life.
At least you are no more part of them, so you understand what I'm trying to say. What if at the end of
Yes,
the
I
day
know.
the
You are stuck
chemistry is not
there
right
for
there?
life
You are
because
stuck for life.
They don't encourage divorce, so you are stuck there for life.
Do they experience domestic abuse in among the couples there?
Of course, they do. When it happens, you still go back to the church, maybe complain to the pastor. The pastor will try to, come in, advise both of you, talk to you, tell you to go and pray and all that. It happens
For domestic
at
violence.
times. Yes, it happens. It happens.
Wow. Now, since you have left them, how do you feel? The life you live now compared to when you were with them?
I still
We
live.
are not talking about religion here, whether you are still in religion or not. We are
Yes,
taking that out of it totally. How do you
yes,
feel
I know.
being able to make decisions for your life?
Of course, I make decisions for myself now. I don't have to live in fear or live based on the dictates of the church. Do this, don't do that. Even though we know that that thing you are doing is not a sin against God. It's just the rule of the church. So I take decisions for myself now. I do what I want to do and all that. That doesn't mean that I live a wayward life or I'm not
Definitely.
living right or I'm not living right with God. No, I live right with God and I do my own thing now. I don't
That's the
live my life
mistake.
based on what one man preaches. Again, no. Because a lot of times they preach one thing, they themselves, they don't do it. Their children, they don't live by the dictates of what they preach. So I don't live my life based on what any man of God is preaching now. I do it according to, how I feel. This is the right thing for me to do, and I do the right thing. Yes.
Do you have any close friend from the church who has left the church too?
Um,
Any friend?
those
Not
people
you
that
don't
I
have.
know, they are still in the church.
Oh,
They
do
are
they
still
talk to
there.
you?
Not like they used to. Not that they used to,
Does it mean they are avoiding
because
you?
they think that maybe I'm more a
Yeah,
child of God.
you are no more a child
But
of
I
God.
but I but I had a very close friend in the church, but she passed like 2 years ago. We were very, very close.
Oh,
We talked
oh.
and all that. The children,
She never
we were
condemned
very,
you.
very close.
She never condemned you.
No, 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 no. She never. She never.
Okay.
She never. And her children are just like my children now, since she's no longer there. So the children are
Okay.
they raise them in the church, but they don't go to deeper life. No,
Okay.
they don't.
Mm.
Even my auntie who introduced me to Deeper Life Bible Church, the kids at some point were also going, but later everybody they don't go there again, and we are still very, very close, very, very close,
They will say you
very,
don't
very
backslide.
close.
I see the way they come under your post to come and attack you. Those people are something else. They are so controlling, just like they are controlling them. They want to control people too. And that one, me, I no go agree for them.
Yes,
If they are controlling, you don't come and control me. You can't control me.
yes, they
Let them
are.
continue to control and use your head the way they
Mhm.
want to. Or don't come to me and say you want to control me. They are so
Exactly.
controlling. Kai, very controlling.
You can imagine marriage committee telling you that the clothes you want to wear is not according to the church standard. Because of that, if you don't listen to them, they can delay you or cancel the marriage automatically. I've
So
gone
when
to
they
a
cancel the
wedding,
marriage
a
like
deeper
that,
life
what
wedding. Before we came to that wedding venue, they had already decorated the venue with balloons. So I guess it was not Deeper Life Bible members that decorated the place with balloons. I don't know whether balloon is a sin. So when we got there, I just saw ushers from Deeper Life. They were busting the balloons. Pim, pim, pim,
ha?
pim. I was in the Deeper Life then. No, if you see how angry I was because of that incident that day, you would think
Please come again. Start the
where
story
this
over
was coming
again.
from. I approached her. I said, why are you people busting these balloons? They said the church does not approve of balloons. I was like, no. People should have even done this before we came here. Why are you busting the balloons in the presence of the guest to tell you man-made rules that they bring for us to follow? And you must follow them rigidly. If not, they will think you are
That's
not a child of God.
EVIL. That is EVIL. Busting
Yes,
balloon in the presence of guests, somebody's wedding.
exactly. Balloons.
Now, Auntie Joy, I want to ask you a question. Oh, when you guys were when you were still in that church, you know you have a specific way of dressing. Like you said,
Yes,
button down is not allowed. Abby.
yes.
Now, most of the clothes they wear, are they new clothes or second hand? Because most of those clothes look like olden days clothes, especially the women. They allow the men to wear button down. Why is that rule not applicable to men not to wear button down? Number one. Number two, where did they get to buy all those clothes they wear? Because those clothes are not the kind of clothes you will find ordinarily in stores. Where do you get them to buy?
We have deeper life tailors that make them.
No, 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 no. Apart from the ones they make, there are this
Yes,
ready-made. You would know that these ones are ready-made
yes.
dresses when you see them on those people.
Uh,
Where do they
they
get
are
to buy
bend down
them?
selects now. They are
Only
bend
bend
down
down select.
selects.
Ah, do
Yes,
you have
they
special
are.
custom people who sell such clothes for to you people?
I wouldn't know if there are especially people that sell them, but I know that one day I've gone to Yaba before when I was still in Lagos. As I was walking past where they sell all these bend downs, I've never bought them before
Mm-hmm.
because I'm a teacher. I dress like the way you are dressing now. That is the way I dress, even though I don't put on earrings and all that. And when I was passing by, I heard the man selling those clothes, raising them up. Bagada, bagada, bagada.
Oh, wait, oh.
Bagada means deeper life people. If you are going to deeper life church, then we used to
The
go to
person was
Bagada for
advertising the
church.
clothes as bagada, bagada, bagada.
Bagada means it is for deeper life members. So as he was shouting, Bagada, 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 raising all those clothes, you see them tops. You see deeper life people, they were buying them. And I said, what is all this? For Christ's sake.
Bagada, bagada, bagada. Wahala dey.
So most of them are bend down selects because that is what they preach. You must buy what the church preaches if you want to remain in deeper life, especially as a choir. Choir member cannot wear what you are putting on. But that is the way I dress to church when I go to church on Sundays. I
In
hardly have
Nigeria or
all these
here?
those
In
so
Nigeria or here?
yes. No, in Nigeria, when I was still in Nigeria, I dressed this
Okay.
way because I
Oh,
was a
you wear
teacher.
button down
Yes, I
and
wear button down.
they don't say anything.
No, they don't say anything, especially if you are not a choir member. I was never in the choir.
Oh, okay, but for choir members, they cannot wear button down.
They can't wear it. No, they can't wear it to sing in the church. You must wear a cloth that looks like my top with a skirt
No button.
or gown like my own with a skirt. You can't wear button down.
The other workers in call like ushers and the rest.
Usher cannot wear what you are putting on. Ushers too, they are first point of contact when you come to the church. Ladies, they don't wear what you are putting on. They don't wear like button down. They also wear like choirs, like choir members.
Ah,
Like I'm putting on now. That is the way they dress. You can't wear anything that is tight fitted that will show your
shape.
contour. It- your shape is not allowed for women. And women don't sit in the front of the church, in the front of the seat, front row seat. They don't
They don't
allow
sit in the
women to
front.
sit there because they feel that maybe you can open your leg, your private
Sit
area will
carelessly.
show. You can sit
But your
carelessly.
skirts are
So
always long now.
they don't want the leaders to be tempted or the pastor to be tempted. So you sit directly behind men. It's men that will fill in that front seat.
But their skirts are always very long. So what is showing again? They wear long
They don't
dresses
even
now.
allow it. Maybe you can be eyeing the man. So they don't allow it.
Ah. So we have established that most of the clothes are bought in bend down select. So even those
Yes.
rich people too have to go and buy clothes there to wear English wears.
Maybe for the rich ones, maybe they go to boutique because because we still have those clothes
Yes,
being
I have
sold.
some
If
customers
you
that
go
will
to,
always order
yeah, very
for
good
clothes
boutique,
that doesn't have
yes, you
button and they
just
want
look
round
for
neck.
one. Yes,
Mm,
just look for the ones that don't have a button down. You have,
mm.
many clothes like that you can buy from the boutique.
Another question I want to ask is if a woman feels that she doesn't want to continue her marriage, what we should do? What do they do in that setup?
They don't encourage divorce. I've never seen anybody who divorced in deeper life before. I've never. I've
We
never
die,
seen.
we die here, either we are happy or not.
Yes. But maybe there was one time I heard the pastor preaching about couple who got married. The man didn't know that the woman something. He just explained it. In that case, it is okay for the man to divorce the woman because the woman did not say, you know,
She
didn't,
lied.
let the
She
man
hides
know
some
the kind
information.
of person that she was before getting married. I heard that I heard that preaching one time that the man got married to a woman who had is it a male and a female something. So it was the day of the yes, it was the day of the wedding that the man got to know that this is the kind of person that he got
In
married.
marry.
Yes, in that case, they allow them to divorce. In such extreme cases,
So after the man divorced, can he still remarry?
yes, he can still remarry because to them it was based on false foundation. So the man is allowed to remarry if they eventually divorce,
Hmm.
but it's never encouraged. Even though you are going through a whole lot in the church, abuse, physical abuse, they will still want you to keep on praying. For adventure, the man will change. For adventure, the
Change.
woman will change. That is what they encourage. Pray, 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 pray.
Hmm.
Go for counseling. They might even refer you to go and see Pastor Kumuyi if it
Okay.
continues.
Does he allow they allow people to see Pastor Kumuyi?
Yes, people go and see him for counseling.
Oh,
I
that's
remember
great.
my auntie who introduced us to Deeper Life too. When she was having issue with her husband too, then they went to see Pastor Kumuyi.
Hmm.
Even though they were church members, so workers, the husband too was a worker, but the husband is another story. Things, physical abuse and all that. They had to go to give them letter to go
Their
to go
religion
and meet
profits
Pastor
man,
Kumuyi.
not woman. Hmm.
Yes, to go and meet Pastor Kumuyi, who will now talk to them, counsel them. They allow them to go see Pastor Kumuyi.
Now, you mentioned the case of a man who discovered a woman is this. What if it was a woman that discovered the man is something, not, is not working? Because there have been cases like that where the woman will get married to the man, and on the day she finds out that the man has issues. Sometimes they endure for like some weeks or months and they feel they can't go on. Is a woman allowed to divorce such man? Or they will tell
Yes,
the
a woman
woman
is
to
allowed.
continue to pray? If she says the man something is not working,
I've never experienced that before. But I
it
believe that when
happens.
it happens, the woman is allowed to divorce the man. But in such cases, when you even divorce the man, for you to be even for you to be coming to church, it will be difficult because the way they will be looking at you, that you got married and you divorced. In most cases, such people, when they're having issues in their marriage, they don't even come to church again when they divorce their husband or when they separate. Because the way you be treated, you yourself, you won't even like it. So they stop coming to church. They go to
Is
other
it still is
churches.
it still the same bag seat treatment they will still give the person
It's still the same
stigmatized?
backseat treatment. Yes, it's still the same backseat treatment.
Wow. Hmm. Hmm. Now, Sister Joy, you've been there, you are out. You've seen both of the world. Like me now, my own experience is quite different, you know. So I speak from my own kind of experience, which is
Yes.
look, all this miracle na lie. All these stories say if you sick, prayer can make you heal na lie. pay tithe, say your life go better, na lie, na pastor life go better. So my own kind of experience is quite different from yours. Now, the question I want to ask you is, can you, from your experience, can you advise younger women who are there, who might still find themselves there, or the ones that are there already and
Mhm.
getting old? What do you advise if they ask you to advise them, to talk to them?
So my advice to the younger ones coming up in deeper life, please live your life. Don't allow the doctrine of the church to hold you down. And don't take verbatim, whatever they tell you in the church. Don't take everything. Just make sure you do the right thing, especially when it comes to this area of marriage. I will always say it is not only in deeper life that you can get a good man to marry you. There are there are good men out there in other churches. When they come for your hand, when they come for your hand in marriage, please don't say, "Oh no, I want to marry in deeper life." Because I remember my sister, a cousin of mine, and when it was about time for her to get married, somebody was coming from another church that was not from Deeper Life, Anglican, and she is a staunch member of Deeper Life too. Then and then when she called me and told me, I said, "You know my experience too with the Deeper Life Bible Church. I was there. If I know what I knew, if I know what I, if I what I know now, if I knew it then, I would have left the church, Tete, and gotten
Mm,
married to my husband. Please don't be like me. Maybe this is the one that God has destined for you. If he leaves now, maybe another person will not even come again." She
mm,
was already in her 30s, going to 40. I said, better marry this man. And then she listened to me and then she got married. And now they are doing wonderfully well. Not
mm,
from deeper life. Oh, you were in deeper life for a very long time. Nobody came. Now that this one has come, please don't chase him away, saying that I'm praying, I'm praying. But that is what they use in delaying this marriage of a thing. The woman will say they are praying, I'm praying, I'm praying. The man will be waiting. At the end of the day, they will now come and say, "No, I didn't see you. God didn't reveal anything to me." I'm telling
mm,
sisters now, please, if we are like flowers. The time is ticking. The time will come. Even getting pregnant will be very, very difficult. Some people will say, "Oh, Sarah, this
mm,
and that." You are
mm,
not Sarah. You are not Anna. You are different from Sarah. You are different from Anna. Don't let the pastor deceive you, saying that, "Oh, Sarah prayed and God blessed her."
mm.
Nobody wants to wait until you are 90 before you give birth to your own children.
Mhm,
Just like me, I waited a lot of time in the church, and by the time it was time for me to get married, to get pregnant, it became very, very difficult for me.
mm,
So, to young girls out there, please open your eyes, shine your eyes. You don't have to marry in the church, in the Deeper Life Bible Church, if you go to Deeper Life Bible Church, because that is where I am coming from. If there's any other man out there, you've studied the man, he's okay, he's good, go ahead, marry the man. Don't let any marriage committee begin to control you, telling you do this and do that. No, even God is not so hard or so difficult to serve. Like deeper life make you to believe. You have to pray, pray, pray until you see the will of God in marriage. If you pray, pray, pray and see the will of God in marriage, what about other areas? They don't encourage you to pray in other areas, only in this area of marriage. And they have used this to deceive a lot of young women out there. At times, you see the MC even trying to match make couples. They do that at times. Maybe a leader in the church trying to match make another leader's child in the church. They do that a lot. Please, if you see any man out there, go ahead, get married. The earlier you start giving birth to your own children, the better. If you wait until you are in your 40s, it will be increasingly difficult for you to start having your own children. That is my advice to young sisters out there in the church.
Thank you so much, Sister Joy. You are well appreciated. Thank you for being real on this channel, and you surprised me, because even things I was scared to ask, you came out with it, and I love your reality. This is all the things that we talk. When you are out of a religious bondage, you are truthful to yourself, you are truthful to people.
Yes.
But in religion, you can never. Okay, yes, calling. You know the number to call in. All of you are not new. All of you are asking if you want to call in. Oh yeah, if you want to call in, because I'll soon release that she has to go to work. I have to go to work too. So the number to call, you know the number to call, +1240. So I'll give us another 25 minutes to ask our questions and we end it. Good enough. The time is okay, sister.
Yes.
Joy. All right. So
Yes.
+1240 3519287. That is the number to call in. Wọ́n ti ń pe ẹni sùúrù o. Òun wá ibi tí kíní WhatsApp wà o. I'm not. Ta ló ń pè náà? Okay. Hello. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n fi sí.
Hello, Auntie. Good morning.
Good morning.
And Auntie Joy, good morning to you.
Hello.
Good morning. How you doing?
Thanks for coming on the show. We appreciate you so much.
Thank you.
My connected. Husband came to propose to you when he was still in MFM. And if you have told the church then that you from God, like you lied, will your church have given their consent or agreed for you to marry the man?
I'm sure they would have. If I had told them, I would just look up a story that God revealed him to me. I'm sure they would have no choice than to agree for me to marry him. But because I said God never revealed anything to me, that was why they stood on their ground. And maybe because he wasn't also a member of the church.
Okay. Are you not allowed to marry an outsider?
It was difficult then, but after much, they will so much, try to prevent it from happening. But most sisters then, if they really want to get married to that man, they will stay. And many sisters left because of this to go wed the man outside of the church. But when you do that, the church will not support you.
Any more questions?
Okay. No, that's
Thank
the
you
only
so
question
much.
I have. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Please, if you are calling in, you have just 1.5 minutes to call. To ask your question, then she answers. So I can give other people opportunity. Go ahead. Good morning.
Hello, good evening, Auntie Johnny. This is Olivia.
How are you, dear?
Well done, ma.
Good morning, ma.
I'm okay, ma. Thank you. Sister Joy, thank you very much for
thank you
for being our guest this evening.
Yes.
And I just want to say you're a very strong woman. Keep it up.
Thank you.
I would just like to quickly share this colleague had. She was a 23-year-old lady, and when she wanted to get married, of course, they set up, hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
So they set up a marriage committee for a wedding. So she contracted a fashion designer to sew her wedding dress. So she bought her materials, basic materials. So when they finished sewing, she even came and showed me in the office her dress, looking so beautiful, nothing, revealing nothing. And then she came back and told me that the marriage committee, that they rejected the dress. Even the shoes that she bought, the heels were not very high. That they rejected them. Something else. So they had the wedding in Imo State, and one of our colleagues was asked to represent the. So when our colleague came back from the wedding, held in Imo State, so I asked her, I said, let me see the pictures of the wedding. So, and she gave me her phone, and I started scrolling. So I asked her, I said, where is the Chioma in this picture? She said, that's Chioma now. This is Chioma. I could see the Chioma with the husband, but I thought it was the husband's mother. That was why I kept scrolling. And my colleague was just laughing, and she said that they were not even the wedding hall, no cake, no music, no dancing, nothing. Do you know that it was 2 months later that Kumuyi's son got married in, was it not, I've forgotten where, Jamaica. And the wife was looking so beautiful with makeup, everything. In fact, he even had cleavage open and all of that. So I was just like, that's the chairman that got married. She said that our wedding day was the worst day of her life. She was not happy at all. Look at these people, like this Kumuni man. I think, honestly, the hell the man they go straight, honestly, and I don't have any apology for that. So well done.
Okay, thank you, sis. Your line keeps going off and on. Yeah. So I think she just called in to share her own side of experience. You can imagine how they just mess up somebody's day, a day that's supposed to be one of your happiest day, they mess it up. And on their own, till now, their own children, they are living the best of their life. Hello, ma.
Yes.
Hello. If you are calling to contribute, maximum is 2.5 minutes. If it's for question, 1 to 1.5 minutes. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you so much. I just want to buttress what Auntie Joy talks about. I'm also a Deeper Life member. But actually, yes, I'm a Deeper Life member.
You are still a Deeper Life member, or you were?
Most of the things. Yeah, I'm a Deeper Life member.
Till now?
Yeah.
Till now?
Well, because I'm here, they don't have any church closer to me.
Because the dressing I'm seeing does not look like a Deeper Life member dressing.
When I was in Nigeria, okay. And then I wasn't born there. I joined when I was already very, very, I have my own mind. But I found myself with them I think I joined them in 2016. And the first thing I noticed when I got to the church, I went to the headquarters. Okay, I was a member in the headquarters. I actually went to the headquarters. But one thing I noticed as soon as I went there was that, first of all, I don't see them smiling. I don't see them cheerful. I began to wonder, what is happening here? Why are they not, smiling? So eventually, I also met a sister that came from Winners Chapel. So, in the course of our friendship, I asked her, why are you here? What brought you here? So she now narrated the story that her husband was the one that married her from Winners. I said, I don't understand. Was the husband a Winners member? She now said yes. But what happened was that the husband had someone. The husband was a Deeper Life member. That before she never knew that the husband was Deeper Life member. The husband never told her he was a Deeper Life member or has ever been to Deeper Life member. She said they were both in Winners for. She met the husband in Winners for 5 years, and they were courting, and eventually they got married. That the following day of their wedding day was when the husband said they would go to Deeper Life, and she had makeup, she had fingernails, she had these. What do you call this? Leila, the other one of the two that the bride uses
Lali
to decorate the body.
Lali,
So
yes.
she was like, how do you want them to look at me? The husband said, don't worry, let's go. So I now faced the husband that what happened. The husband now said that he had a lady in the church in Deeper Life that he loved, and he wanted to marry the lady. So the man had already talked to the lady. They have talked behind. Okay. And the lady said, okay. And the guy said, okay, I will go to marriage committee for you tomorrow. And when I get there, I will go to marriage committee for you. And the lady was so excited. She was so happy that, she has found the love of her life. But they were talking behind. They were never discussed with any others. So eventually, another man actually went before the man to the marriage committee and put down that lady's name. So when another brother went there and put down the lady's name, so the lady didn't know. As soon as the lady got to the marriage committee, they told her go and pray because they will not give you the name of the brother. They will never give you the name of the brother.
Is that true?
The lady,
they won't give the name of the brother that came.
No.
Is that true, Auntie
So
Joy?
by the time the lady,
they used to, but I don't know whether some people have
maybe
the
it depends on
before.
district. Maybe it depends on district. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's also so by the time the brother By the time the lady eventually said, "Oh yeah, she has gone to pray that yeah, it's the same brother, everything is fine." By the time the both of them will meet at the elders' house, because they will go to one of the volunteers' house to go talk there. Because I took my time to start to attend the marriage seminar, because when I joined them, I was still single.
Time is going. No, I
So
gave you 3 minutes. This is almost 5 minutes. We are working on time.
Eventually, the brother, the sister now found out that it was not that same brother. So that was why this particular brother that went winners was now angry. He now left the church.
So your sister that you took to the church, why did you take your sister to the church? To do what?
Not my sister. She's not my sister. She's my friend. I met her also in Deeper Life, because she was different from every other person. So when I got there, when you have your own mind, you have your own life. So when you get to any gathering, you will see your like-minded people. So I saw the sister, I love her vibe. She has a very positive energy, so we got talking, so she was a very beautiful sister. And, we got talking, and I asked a lot of questions.
All right, thank you, sis, so that we can move on.
Another thing I noticed was that most of the members were not married. So I kept asking questions. Why? Who is this person's husband? Why is this person not married? And they'd be like, "Oh, this one is almost 50 years and he doesn't even go home anymore. His family." And I'm wondering, I'm like, his family? He abandoned his family for the church work?
Hold on.
Are these people okay at all?
This aspect is interesting. You said these people, are you talking about women?
I'm talking about men and women.
Oh.
At least I attended about 4 weddings in Deeper Life. I attended 4 weddings that I knew how they started, I knew how they began, I knew how it ended. My dear sister, it is well. Just say it is well.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Because of time.
A lot of lie.
Thank you so much.
Well,
sorry, if time is going, I'll cut you off because of time. 1 or 2 more questions and we are done. Auntie Joy is going to work. I'm going to work. Go ahead. You are online. Yeah. Fast, please.
Yes, I will be very quick. I have a question.
Go ahead.
Thank you, Mommy Joy, for coming on the show. My question is, do you think Deeper Life is a cult? Having been on both sides of the world, like you've been there, you're now out, would you consider it a cult, like, where they condition people to live a certain lifestyle and they are brainwashed? Do you consider it a cult? Then number 2, Mommy, I sent you a picture a while ago about second son of Gio of Deeper Life. And the look that I saw was totally different from all the weddings I've ever seen. Mommy Joy, why do you think they have double standards? I hope your mommy will be able to show you that picture. It's like a breath of fresh air when you compare to the weddings that I've seen in Deeper Life churches. Number 3, ma, what kind of counseling do they give marital people who are waiting to get married, or people who have been paired together? What kind of marital advice do they give? I'm just curious because I've never been a Deeper Life member, but I've always seen them like people who are being controlled mentally, physically, like they don't have a mind of their own. Mommy, do you think it's a cult? Do you think that man is operating a cult, man? That's my question.
Over to you, sis.
Yes, I see. Some people say that church is a cult, and why they say church is a cult is not because maybe they are fine people there, but because people that go to that church, they do something similar, like-minded people. Religion, is mind controlling. If you are very, very deep in religion, you have to follow verbatim what the preacher is saying. That is how religion works. That is why they say it is a cult, not because they are doing something sinister in that gathering. Exactly. So we have different type of cults. Deeper Life can also be described as a cult, like other churches, but that does not mean that they are doing something sinister or buying people in that cult.
It's just the
mind control. Do there is common to everybody in that organization. That is why they say it is a cult. That is my understanding of how Deeper Life is being operated. We are not buying people in the church. If you think that you are not okay with the doctrine or with what they are doing in that church, we are all free
Leave.
to leave. That was what happened to me. I got to that point where, no, I can't continue this way, and left. So that is it. They're not going to fire
Okay.
you because you want to leave. That is one thing about Deeper Life Bible Church. They won't fire you because you are leaving. But when some of their members, when they see you, you leave, you have changed, you don't dress like the way they dress, they begin to look at you as a sinner. But that shouldn't be. But the fact that you are not coming to my church and you don't see you as somebody who is not who is not serving God, because we can serve God in different ways. Most of us believe in God, but in different ways. So Deeper Life being a cult, it is, and it is because they do things together, they do things similar. That is why people say it is a cult.
Now, the other question she asked you, she said, what sort of counseling do they give to intending couples in the church? That do you know the
They
kind of
teach basic,
counseling?
the basic things, how to live together as husband and wife, how to respect your husband, how the husband can respect the wife and all that. Those are the things that they teach. The marriage committee, they are the ones in charge. They counsel you before your wedding, how to live peacefully in harmony with each
Do they
other.
con-
Basically, that is what they teach.
do they
Yes.
consider age when people are coming forward? Do they what
Yes,
what are
they
the things
consider
they
age when people are
consider?
coming forward, especially when you are very, very young, like
Me, if
like
I
a
gba
man coming
question, but I don't
for,
want to take questions more anymore. Go ahead, sis.
like if you are like 21, you have to be maybe above 21 before you can get married as a sister in Deeper Life Bible Church. Anything, less than 21, I don't think the church will approve of it. The brother
Power
has to
on.
wait until that
Bluetooth
sister
mode.
is mature enough to get married.
Connected.
All right.
Yes.
Now, let me just add to this about the cult thing. If you please, you people should be learned on your own. Your Google is there. Any gathering, irrespective of whatever they do, any gathering that has a leader who gives rules, directions, and people move without rules and direction, it's automatically a fraternity. You
Yes.
understand? It's
Yes.
automatically a fraternity and a cult. So if you have a church where or any gathering where they have a laid down rules of this and this are things you have to do to belong to this place, that is a fraternity. It doesn't mean they are buying people there.
Yes.
Fraternity is not buying people. Cult is not buying people. It is our people or some people, even here too, some people that turn into something else, whereby they come together and they make oaths and they be like they have to beat somebody to belong and all of that. It is a cult. Know this and know peace. If you like, knock your head down. A person that will gather people, millions of people, he would be the one to tell them how to dress, how to eat, when to eat, how to spend their money, what to put on, what to do in their homes, even when it's not there, who to marry, how their marriage should be, monitor their lives and everything. And the people who are there have to abide by it. And once you don't abide by it, they put you aside as if that is why when you see you come out of them, they stigmatize you.
Yes.
The members, they look at you because their mind has been conditioned and taken over already. So once you don't belong to them anymore, you try to leave. It's like you are taking their secrets away. The same way, those people that you think are sinisters, you think are, I don't want to use EVIL, cult people. People want to leave them, don't go easily. Hello? They
Yes.
don't allow them to go easily. You want to go, some they pay with their lives. So once you think they think you are leaving, they think you are taking something from them to the outside. They don't like it. They don't want outside to know what is going on there. They don't want an outsider to check what is going on there. And it is with many of them. So it is a cult. Whatever they do there, good or bad. It is a cult. Know that and know peace. You can read more about it. Let me pick one more person, then we go. Auntie, please. Is it okay? Is it okay?
Yes, it is.
All right. All right. One more call, then we go. Let me somebody from Nigeria, and that will be the last call. Thank you, Mole Pompey. I didn't see your hand. Okay, this one is not picking. Nigeria network. Okay, let me call the next person. Because while we were talking, they were calling. So let me call the last person now, and that's it. This page is the reality, making a no vex. And if you want vex, hey, hello, go ahead. Good morning, you are on.
Good morning, Sister Adoni.
Good afternoon,
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
You have spoken well. You have spoken my mind. You see all these churches, I left them almost like 21 years ago. If they said, call all these deeper life churches, they don't buy people. What will you say when a court leader tells his members not to take medication because God has healed them without any medical record that the disease they have is in remission or the high blood pressure they have is in remission, and that person dies of heart attack? Is that not buying people?
Their members will say, "Now don't buy your person." You see, as then they always come and ask me now.
But you told your members by faith that they are healed. You told a particular sister in your church, who happened to be my older sister, that your high blood pressure is healed, right? And you, as a medical doctor or medical professional, told your sister, please continue to take your medication. High blood pressure runs in your family. Please continue. No, my pastor said this. My pastor, you are of a little faith. You are an antichrist.
You woman of little faith.
How long ago?
Familiar
and eventually, that your older sister dies of instruction given by a court leader. They called the pastor. What do you call that? Is it not spying people? And you put your 90-something-year-old mother into heartbreak. Is that not buying people? And for Sister Joy, I want to correct an impression. A cousin of mine, first cousin, her parents, who are my aunties and my auntie and my uncle, did not give their consent for her to marry a man that put her through hell in deeper life. They did not attend the wedding. We did not attend the wedding. The whole family did not like their family. And eventually the marriage turned into to be a racket war. So tell me, when you said that, I was like, no, don't give people back, wrong impression. Maybe now, but before, I'm talking about in the 80s.
Okay.
Deeper life, they didn't care about parental consent.
Wow.
Whatever I put out here, it's from a personal experience. I don't know. I've been looking for my friend Uloma Iwago. We went to UNECA together. This girl was a deeper life call, right? I called her name here so that people that watch will know that I'm saying if they happen to know her. This girl was a deeper life member. She saw me and she liked me because she thought maybe I have a liberal mind. When she found a love. When she found a husband in another denomination, Anglican, her fellow deeper life sisters hated her, even planned to buy her. I'm saying it. I called her name, Uloma Iwago, anywhere she is. She finds her talking. Try to buy her. Eventually, I told her, I said, you love her? You love him? She said, yes. I said, go ahead and marry him. I heard from her cousin here in Atlanta that she's happily married. Wow. It's been a long, long time, almost like 30-something years ago, or more than that. So when I speak of experience. You see, all these people, including Deeper Life, Kumuyi, or Ladeboya, or whatever you call them, they are all court leaders. Take it or leave it. Let us know. And again, court leaders are people who send out people to fight bloggers. If you are genuine, why are you sending your local urchins to come and fight bloggers who are speaking? If you are true to your calling, why don't you keep on doing what you're doing? If you think that what you're doing is good. Why send people to fight on your behalf?
Mhm.
Why your children are sleeping, being abroad?
Enjoying
Come on
life.
now, people.
Mm.
Come on. So who are those people taking videos down? If it's not a court, please define court leading for me. All these people are court leaders, period.
Mm.
Whether you like it or not.
But it is what that's the definition.
Court leaders, their
It's
followers
not
can
an
fight people
insult.
because you mentioned their name.
Sis, it's not an insult. It is what it is. That's the definition. They are the ones taking it. It's because they have something to hide that they are afraid. It is the definition. They not go
They
school.
are court leaders. If I can follow one man's lead, and now Kumuyi is saying that he was going to change certain things before he died,
goes.
right?
The people where their life don't spoil, Inko.
Who does that? What of the people that die not watching television?
And yet, no apology.
Not well. What are those people? How about them?
Sister Chi, no apology. Even for all the damages.
I don't want to mention the name. These are court leaders, whether you like it or not. You see, all these religious jamborees, they are all court leaders. Period. God bless you, Sister Duni.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Sister Chi. Thank you. We are talking from our own experience, and that's one thing I know. They can't take that from us, from talking about experience. Yes. And we are not forcing anybody to listen to us. But one thing I know, like I always say, either you listen or you don't listen. One day you will relate with what we are saying. Look at what Sister Chi Fine Babe said now. My own case was similar to what she said about her sister.
Yes.
About a leader preaching and telling the members he doesn't go to hospital. He has not been to hospital for the past 20-something years. He uses faith. And any of his pastors that want to have power, the kind of power he has, should start exercising and operating in that faith. Now that one, my own carry put for head. And when I talk that time, he say, I'm a woman of little faith. And I don't even know, say, he dey sick. I don't know say anything they do, I mean, they hide them because they do faith. Okay? Yeah. He was very young, in his 30s. We were all young. Now, so I find myself where I did today. And, when I regained my voice, I had to speak, not for myself. Initially, I thought I was speaking for myself until people start coming out. When I talk, they call me and say, Auntie, thank you for what you have said. Even many pastors' wives called me. They said their husband must leave the church and stop being a pastor. That their lives, they never knew they put their life on hold for these people. Not everybody can come out and bring their faces out. That's just it, unfortunately.
Yes.
If people are allowed, even we that we brought our faces out, the stigmatization is there. It's only because person no care. And I think the strength to do this is already there. The stigmatization, that's why I kept asking you, those people you know in those churches, are they still talking to you? Because I know they will not talk to you anymore. And this one where you still do self, we're expecting them to still look at you and come to your page. Okay? Like VGM always say,
they will.
They will. Forget it, they are coming
always
to your page.
trolling me. Anytime I talk about the church, they will always come and
they
troll
will.
me.
They will. They say
like
they will
my
do
former
what?
students.
They said they will do what?
I had to block some of them.
Don't block them. You need them. VDM say, I will use your waiting in the always talk for my popularity. Don't block them. Don't run from them. Let them leave their comments and be crying again.
You have deviated. You are not more a child of God. You have deviated.
Oh, what did you say, sis? What did you say?
I said some of them will say I'm backslided. I'm not more a child of God. I'm
leave
deviated.
Them. What do you need their opinion? You know who you are, except you don't know who you are.
Yes.
Maybe you are still finding yourself.
I don't need their validation. Too. Yeah.
Except you are still finding yourself, because I know it might take a while. Like somebody like me, it took a while. There are times I will feel, Abi, I'm not doing the right thing. But honestly, I'm fully convinced 100% that I'm doing the right thing. I have that peace. Yeah. I have that full conviction. Because even the feedback I get is just enough to let me know I am saving people. So I don't care whatever they say. Please, write down with your back. Okay?
Yes.
If you need to still tell your story, if they put comments there and down, carry their comments. Take answer them as a video.
Yes.
VDM will say, I will use your Kinecon for my popularity. When they talk, carry am. I didn't know I was going to get to this place. I didn't even have plan to be a public person. I never dreamt it. I don't know, say anything they call content. I don't know. I just woke up one day. I did a short video. I dey vex about wetin dey go on in Nigeria. Now I talk about that video. I never get follower. Now so the video, it catch fire. Follower of less than 1,000. Video was over 500,000 views. From there, now their comments begin provoke me. Because I talked about Pastor Bakari then. I won't forget, that
Yes.
was the first video. Now, Pastor Bakari, I vex for. Say you call yourself a pastor. The country is going this way and you keep talking rubbish. You people cannot say the truth. Because now that time, I just dey settle down here. I know wetin my eye dey go through that time.
Yeah.
Now that vex carry me out. Comments where they talk. Now their comment I dey pick, they take vex, they can't continue talk. Now it lead us to where I dey today. And they will not stop following you as them be. They will not. They are so
They are all on
conditioned.
social media. Social
They
media
are
that
they are
the church used to preach
Muslim.
against them.
They are the
They are all
Muslim
on social media.
boko boko. They are the Muslim boko boko. They don't know they are boko boko, but that is who they are. Because if they see you, they are ready to buy you as then they. You will see some of them will
Yes.
slide into your inbox. Let me warn you ahead. They will lay curses on themselves, not you. It was as bad as that. Some of them lay curses on their children, not my children. 4 years down, 5 years down, that they lay curses. All my children became graduates, not only ordinary
Yeah.
graduates. I know where they are working, doing
Yeah.
very well. So please, they will still come. All their comments under your show, carry them. You can screenshot, you can record some of what we have spoken here and repost on your channel. I give you the
All
permission,
right,
ma.
ma.
Yes.
All right, ma.
You can record some of them, watch it and see the aspects you want to record. Repost on your
Okay.
channel. Yes. From there, you don't this that you have done. A lot of women are listening to us. A lot of women that are stuck in there that still have time to change and make their decision and take hold of their lives. They are there. And I hope they will take hold of their lives before it is too late. All that,
Yes.
after all said and done, like my Yoruba people say, Aboro Kagbon, we have said what we need to say. She has shared her experience.
Yes.
And I really appreciate you for really, okay, thank you for subscribing. Our channel on YouTube is, she has a Facebook page too.
Joy in
And
Gene TV.
Joy Ingene TV on YouTube, Joy Ingene on Facebook. And they remain stagnant. I mean, they remain stagnant. So I encourage you, Sister Joy, thank you so much. We really appreciate you on this channel for
Yes, ma'am.
answering to our call to come and talk. Because I know they've been trying to stifle your voice. I say a lie. They don't want to make people hear this woman. I no go agree. So because I know most of this thing comes back on us women more. And because I'm passionate about things for women, I'm a woman. I know the journey and the stigma and the pains we face in life as a woman, especially in our community. So hopefully people will take one or two things from this video and look beyond whether somebody backslide or they no backslide. It's none of your business.
Yeah.
Anybody be backslide, leave them and the God they say they are serving. It's none of your
Yes.
business. When they go punish the person, you know, go share the way you believe, say punishment this somewhere. Okay, you people believe. If they're going to punish the person, you know, go help them, they go chop the punishment. So leave her alone. She know herself. Thank you so much, Sister Ngene.
Thank you, ma.
We are well appreciated. So the floor is open
And
for
when
you
my
to
husband came back, he was just trying to whine me. He said, after everything, we're going to go to church and do church wedding.
Oh, you said he was trying to
I
contact
said,
Pastor
church, you
Kumuyi
call
before he
church, you
passed
need.
away. Yes, join Gene TV on YouTube. Sister Joy, Sister
Yes,
Joy,
man.
you were trying to say
Yes.
something. I don't know if you finished it last time, that your husband was trying to contact Pastor Kumuyi then before he passed away.
Yes, we said we were going to write to him about what happened, that the church should stop, what they did to me. The church should
Oh.
stop that. It should talk to the marriage committee, something like that. He needed to go see him to talk to him how the church committee treated us treated him when he went to marriage committee. Yeah, they treated him bad, according to him, that we will go and see the pastor of the WF Kumuyi if the church allows, that he was going to write to him, because he was a lawyer, that he was going to write to him. So, but eventually we didn't get to that before he passed. Yeah.
Anyway, so you are carrying the flag now of
Yes.
what the message you would have loved to pass. So you are to carry that mantle.
Yes.
Do the
Yes.
work.
Yes. I'm saying
Do
it
the work.
now.
You have an avenue to do the work. Anything they say that you know was one of the things that affected you, carry it and speak about it. Like he spoke
Yes.
about that particular, I'll send that video to you. Use that video. Now they are trying to change things. All the people that their
Yes.
life don't mess up. Unko.
Yeah.
SSL. Leave her, she did join NSSPD to come and do a what in NSSPD? To come and be screaming. Auntie Joy don't wake up past that wall. She dey wake up
I
gradually.
don't
I'm
need
sure she
that.
don't go past that wall. Leave her with time. She doesn't want to join NSSPD. We dey pray, they show. Hero. We dey pray, they show for pastor life. Don't start that one, no. Auntie Joy, let me release
No,
you. Me, I can
no,
still
no,
stay
no.
small with them.
I'm not starting
Except you
that.
want to still continue with. Leave Auntie Joy, yo. We dey
I'm
pray, they show for
okay the
pastor
way
life.
I
Leave
am.
her, she dey. She's still a Christian. She's not like me. Leave her to do her way. Religion should be a personal thing. When it now comes to
Yes.
somebody dictating and doing things for you, telling you how to waka, and now all of them they do all these Pentecostal pastors especially. Now then go tell you where you go waka, go how you go do, when you go fast, when you know suppose. Even your money, now then go tell you how to spend your money. I'm sure she has woken up from all of that. Religion is a personal thing. Let her and her God. Let her do it her way. She's
I'm
not
a
a Cameroonian,
Nigerian.
she's
No,
a
somebody's
Nigerian.
asking me, are you a Cameroonian? I'm a Nigerian.
SSL, I love you too. That's why I see your comment. Me and you, we dey here together. Leave her, oh, we dey pray, they show. Now Jerry, they show for in life. Then tell you how much. You don't know how much Jerry they make for that in page. Jerry, they make over $100,000 every month. He dey pray, they show. How many of his members get they make $10,000 in a month? Ẹni ẹlẹ́ni. Abeg leave Aunty Joy o. Ẹ bá ń fa Aunty Joy ilẹ̀ má too fast ibi tí ó yẹ kó fà á sí. No push her away. She's happy now. Can't you see her full of smiles? Aunty Joy is always full of smiles. If you see her very lively, she dey go party. When I see her for party, I say, Mo gbe. See Aunty Joy for party.
In Deeper Life, we don't go to parties now.
I know
We
now.
don't go to parties in Deeper Life.
She dey go one bed where she go dance.
I
dey
never
see
go to
her.
party in Deeper Life. We don't
And you know how to
do
tie
party.
gele. You know how to tie gele
Yes,
too.
I know how to tie gele. Yes.
Abeg enjoy your life. You say this one wey remain for you. You know say dem don carry your life before cage am. As you don collect the one wey you collect, the one wey remain, enjoy am.
Yes.
Where God tell them all these things wey dem dey tell us? Where? Let them show us. Don't watch TV. Don't do this. You cannot marry that. Sotey parents wey born pikin sef no go get authority over children. Sotey
Yes.
pikin go start work, na pastor go first go give money to. Na that one I no gree. My pikin wey wan begin go church, I say, come oh, I no stop you from going to church. But you see your money. If you give pastor money before me, I will never be happy with you. It's true. I will, with all the suffer where I suffer. One olori cool pastor go come sit down one place, begin preach to my pikin that they matter more than me. That the kingdom of God, which is their own kingdom, it matter. They have to give to that kingdom before they remember their mother. We know what thing that they preach now. Now I tell my pikin, you don't give me money before you go give church. I will never be happy with you. And I'm your God.
Yeah.
I am your God, either you like it or not.
Yes.
You go and give pastor more tithe. I say that tithe, please give me. You know I need money. I must not be happy. I must not be upset with you. Dear Okon. We know as then they do now.
Yeah.
We know as then they do. One pastor go come sit down. He no go work. In pikin no go work. Grandchildren self no go work. And then go dey smile to the bank with billions. Me where I can't get tashere, we never reach. Then go come they go irọ́ kò jọ. So at this point, it is really time to really go. And so I can let my darling sister go. She's going to work and I'm going to work too. So I can get ready. Thank you, everyone. You are all appreciated. For everyone that gave me a super chat gift. Thank you so
for
much.
having me.
Your super chat
Ashaduni.
is
Thank you so
appreciated.
much.
Thank you so much, my darling sister. You made
Yes.
my
Thank
weekend.
you, ma.
I feel no do show again, sef. As you don't come, make them dey enjoy this show. Go. This is about 2
Yes,
hours plus. Make them dey enjoy and go. SSL. See how you are writing in capital letter to tell us that Jerry is good. I'm not talking about Jerry here now. Whether he's good or he's no good. When you get problem, call him. Here you. Have a good
thank
one,
you.
everybody. Have a good one.
All
Auntie, you can
right.
leave before I leave. Courtesy, you leave
All
before I
right.
leave. Just exit.
Okay.
So I will, yes.
All right.
Don't let me put off the phone on you. All right. So courtesy demands I let her exit peacefully before I go. Making a day. Eh, 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 eh. She fine, babe. Waiting, I see. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hey, yeah, I know the show touch a raw nerves. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You are really, really appreciated. Every one of you is appreciated on this channel. Thank you so much, my darling sister, Chief Fine Babe. Your gift is appreciated. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Please share this video with people that you know. Share it with them. Let them take a cue from this. I'm very passionate about women. I know how many women I've had to counsel that it seems that it's late. Yes, it is actually late. There's nothing they can do. Honestly, this is one of the reasons I brought Sister Joy. I have seen a lady who is 49. She should be 51 or 52 now. When we spoke, and she told me her age, the first time she was 49, that was 3 years ago. So that means she's about 52, you know, now, or going to 53. So, she fell into this category. And today, honestly, nothing she can do, and she tells me of what she's going through. We don't want the younger ones having to go through this. Life is to be lived. Decisions made for your life is for you and you alone. Decision to make you happy. As long as you are not buying anybody. Thank you, TMWQ23. Thank you so much for your gift, for your super chat gift. Thank you so much. So all these kind of things are honestly why we are doing this. We don't want in few years' time and you see that time has gone, hope is lost, and you know, that's all I can say. Don't let me talk too much anymore. So kindly share the video with people that you know, especially people who are still going to that church. There are so many of them who want to leave, but they don't have the willpower to say, I want to leave. Okay. The willpower is needed sometimes. Many want to leave, but it's not easy for them. So thank you very much. I say thank you to every one of you that has contributed to this channel. I mean, contributed to this chat in your comments, your calls, your contribution, your conversation going back and forth. And above all, I thank everyone who has given me super chats to relieve my. May I go take and buy time alone as my back don't they paid me. That is what it means. Because to sit down, do show, no, they easy. Thank you so much. You all appreciated. I can't promise, but if later in the evening, but I'm not sure, but definitely we will see tomorrow. We will discuss this lady, what's her name again? Tolu Odukoya, who is just coming out to tell people that she's separated from her husband. I remember when I broke the news, when I got the information from Aproko, and Aproko have access to most of their information. And Aproko told me, I said, Auntie, do you know that these people, the brother and the sister, they are divorced and they are going to take over the church? And I trust her information. I say, really? How do you know? She told me. I asked one of the other people. Some other people confirmed it to me. I say, wow. I put it out there. A lot of people came out for me, insulted me. You see how they have deceived you since they took over. You see how they have deceived you? They live their life without considering what the Bible says. But you live, they tell you walk by the Bible. If you live, even if you look at that Bible, now some of us they live waiting we're supposed to live. In the Bible, how many people do marriage before they carry what them? Ire o, don't let me go there. Bye.